Hey guys, welcome to Roll for Adventure, episode 37. Man, last session we ended off with a lot of interesting plot, bringing up by certain characters. Strider's real name finally revealed to the party, Vorg. Um, and then quickly finding ourselves being followed and tracked. So let's see what the heck happens next.
Having picked back up partway through your conversation with Ada, Lily returned to the party, and further deals were made for information, knowledge of where to go next, and for a cure, of which you took 4 doses worth, sacrificing a hit dice from one of you each for each of those, having 1 left over after curing yourselves to hopefully take back to Daria. You spent a night in the grotto, having some brief conversations, and Lily passing on a small keepsake to the hag, before you wandered out into the icy tundra, the frost giants leading you part of the way before setting you off into the Everfrost wastes. Traveled for a few days, and Strider felt the need to share his truth, what he feels lies next, and the importance behind his recent decisions. As you settle down for one of those nights' rest, you awoke to the familiar sound of beetle wings in the distance, looking up to see that familiar purple dragonfly woman who had previously spoken to you on behalf of the Dusk Court, saying that the Queen of Dusk was ready to ask for your heads, but that a trusted member of their court instead wanted to have a word first. To have this fight, she said. You heard the familiar beating of Karak wings. Invisible to the eye, but definitely audible. And with that, we'll jump right back in. A few hundred feet away, that purple carapaced dragonfly lady kind of points down in your direction, issues that statement, then you see her kind of pull back and prepare to leave.
I kicked the others awake.
Yeah.
We need to get up now.
What's going on?
Yinlin's mother has tracked us, I think, and it seems that she's out for blood.
Do I see what he's talking about?
As Strider is saying that, you all watch about 60 feet away from you and about 60 feet in the air as a figure comes into view as it leaves the radius of something that was cloaking it. You begin to see the form of a hardly humanoid figure, feminine in shape, but rotted, decayed. A body woven of fungus, mushroom plating. You can see a sickly green, almost transparent, translucent flesh covers most of her body. You can see small fungal plates of a bright orange that adorn her shoulders and her hips, almost like natural armor in this new form. And as more and more of her is revealed, falling out of that radius, you can see the last few shreds of elven skin tone just up her neck and across her face. The back of her body itself, much like that succubus's wing, has this fungal membrane like a cloak down her back as she is falling. Large rotted staff in her hand, and as she gets falling maybe 20 feet from the ground, you hear this. You watch massive vines erupt from the earth to catch her and just let her slowly move to the ground.
Is there any forest nearby?
There's a few little clusters of trees, but no dense forest.
I think we should head towards the trees. If she has the beetle with her, then she'll have aerial combat, which means trees would give us good cover
All right.
and force her into close range.
Let's go.
I will then activate my Crimson Right on my blade and crossbow.
Yeah, sweet.
I do start booking up
Yep.
for the forest, but also kind of keeping an eye over my shoulder as I do.
Is there anything else anyone's doing, preparing, setting up as you're kind of walking in the direction of the trees?
Does she have any like remaining armor left on her?
Nothing that looks man-made. Everything here seems to be like fully grown of fungus. Like pretty much the only part left of her is this like just her face and part of her neck.
How close is she to us?
Maybe 60 feet. And like those vines kind of let her down to the ground and she kind of just stands up and at quite a leisurely pace just kind of starts walking in your direction as you're getting ready to move.
As we're moving then, could I also, within 60 feet range, hunters and slayers?
Yeah, totally.
We don't have a close enough look, Yorna, but I don't know if she's really alive in that. I can try sense late once we're closer, but just keep that in mind. That
It's
doesn't
all
look
right.
normal.
I know what I'm looking at.
All right.
As you're kind of backing up a little bit, maybe walking a little bit faster than she is in the direction of those trees. She's just again kind of strolling along, following behind.
Is there anything we can do? Maybe set a trap? Or do we just wait for the inevitable?
I want to talk to her.
Right.
When we do get to the trees,
Yeah.
I want to stand at like the edge of the trees and wait for her.
She kind of follows along behind this semi-curious look. As she gets a little bit closer, you can see that there's still some actual hair, but a lot of it is quite patchy, like a lot of it's fallen out. Her eyes are this kind of clouded white with like tinges of green, walking in your general direction.
I'll ready a crossbow bolt if she makes the move on Yorna.
Yeah. It's about 30 feet from you.
I'll wait for her.
She keeps stepping closer. She begins to speak as she makes her approach. We were worried. You've been gone for quite some time. When I felt the twinge of your consciousness that was resting on the edge of mine disappear, I was concerned that the Fae had broken your minds. Seems my fear was unfounded.
Who is we?
The question answers itself. We are us.
What have you come here for?
Firstly, to ensure that you were alive and well. And secondly, for a conversation.
I am open to a conversation. What is your plan?
Plan. Curious. The plan is what it has always been. How did you evade? I see that all three of you are here, but I felt one of you forcibly removed from our network.
We are quite the very talented group, you see.
We brought her back.
Curious. And yet you somehow evaded us.
Granny helped us.
We see. I wanted to offer you an accord myself. Mother is most useful, but her ways do not always work. For many it is necessary, but I hope that you all might see the sense in joining me, in joining us.
But when you say us, you also mean the hag, don't you?
Not quite.
Explain.
She is a servant to the cause, most definitely. There was a time that she tried to join us, but her ability to pierce one's mind was a little overloaded. She broke. But that brief moment exposed to us, she knew she was peering into greatness. She's devoted herself to the cause in her own way.
Isn't that what everyone does that falls under the mother's spell? They believe in what they're doing and would do it however they would.
That is her means to our end.
But that's not obedient enough for you, is it?
This isn't about obedience. It's unity.
Is that why you joined her? You want unity? You, Ravafiel, want unity?
Ravafiel has ceased to be. This vessel has been with us for some time, and its mind has become part of us.
So who are you?
I am the mind standing before you.
So you're the Coven of One.
As Mother so crudely puts it, yes.
May I ask you one interesting question, please?
Of course.
What reality are you from?
An interesting question. As we spread, we cross many planes. But our roots are within the infinite layers.
Do I know what the infinite layers is?
Give me a history check.
Because shit just sounds like something she just made up. Oh, yeah, no idea.
Okay.
Wait, history? I got an advantage on wisdom check.
It's an
Yeah.
infinite cake.
History is an intelligence, damn it.
Yeah.
What's a 1?
You do have advantage on history checks regarding...
History or intelligence checks. Oh, yeah, history.
Take it with advantage then.
Oh.
Any better?
Same.
-1, however,
Mm-hmm.
make that a 9.
Mm. It's eluding you for the time.
Oh, yes.
So your sole purpose right now is to get us on board. Is that why you are here?
I suppose so, yes.
But then what's the point if you just have everyone controlled by you?
Control. Not quite. Unity, it's purpose. Millions of minds singing the same beautiful song.
Not many people come together without a cause, and I understand that you're trying to make one mind out of all of this, but you still need a cause.
The forest does not ask why it grows. Rot does not ask why it consumes. I am nature. It is what I do. What we do.
You sure it has nothing to do with the Day of Blood?
That is a small inconvenience. It will mean nothing in the long run.
How is it a inconvenience?
You are more than welcome to know if you wish to join with us. Become one with our mind.
Well, maybe I would like to be further enticed. I would like to know why the Day of Blood is an inconvenience.
Old rivalries. Beings that think they have things to uphold.
You know, it's... the more I think about it, it does sound enticing. However, we've had a few rough days, you could say, in the Fey realm. So trusting people or creatures we have not met is not on the top of our things to do. Now, that thing that was here earlier with you did say that it sounded like you wanted to fight us or kill us. So I think maybe some good faith would be appreciated.
She was not speaking on my behalf.
I still think good faith would help us get to the right direction. We want the hag dead. Mother.
That seems to be a conflict of interest. She is most useful to me.
We could be more useful.
Is there a way for you to make what she has done useful to you without the presence of the hag? Maybe think of it as breaking free from, I guess, the founder of the Coven of One.
The founder.
That's how I see it.
I am ancient. She is an insignificant speck of a moment in time that I am using to my advantage.
The way this person's talking, is it... I would assume anything that the mother was working with was demon when it came to thing. But the way it speaks is almost off a royal demon vibe. Is it seem like the way they speak is in the mannerisms that I know devils to be?
Give me an insight check.
Oh, nat 20.
Devils are intelligent while demons are often feral. This just feels righteous, entitled, greater than. It doesn't feel devilish in any means.
I'll walk up next to Yorna. What if the coven is something that would be rude to say or rude to call you? What would you prefer to be called?
There is very little need for names. I am not here to give you information. I am here to ask if you wish to join me.
Yorna, do you remember the one time you were with that succubus thing? Should I? And I refer to the moment where I
Yeah, no,
get
I
to
got it.
use
I got it.
permission.
I got it. Yeah.
Well, you have your answer, and I should crossword ball at your head.
To which I add, we decline.
All right, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
We're like, fuck you.
In that way.
Come on.
Can't be worse than mine.
8.
5.
17.
You want to swap? You want to swap initiatives? Oh boy, some ancient
Why with the intense music?
dude. There's,
gonna lie.
there's some primordial like corrupted earth thing that like spreads over vast amounts of
A
planes of
mushroom
existence.
primordial?
This
Yeah.
campaign went from like this country's fucked if we fail to sounding like the
This
world's
world's
fucked if
fucked.
we
The
fail.
planes are in a state of
Yeah.
chaos.
The infinity.
Oh
what the?
shoot!
This guy's
You
been
know
playing
when
too
you
much
think,
Nicky.
you know, you know when you think like, oh yeah, everything's like slowly coming into picture, and then this happens, and
Yeah.
you're like, well,
No.
now we gotta recalculate everything.
Where the fireflies
Pass me
at?
some of them snowy trees, grab y'all's minis.
Snowy
I think I'm
trees.
struggling to get into Vorg's voice.
You're getting like little bits of it.
Yeah.
I have a non-snowy one for pizzazz.
Not the pizzazz.
We hide in the trees.
What else do you need? Nothing else.
that.
Just that.
Where would Lily be back here a bit further?
Yeah.
Dude, as soon as she was like, Ravenfield is gone, I'm like, well, now any.
Is that a
Oh,
mushroom hood?
Yeah.
That's
Mushroom hood.
can I steal her look?
sick. Friends, is that slightly transparent?
Yeah,
No, it's
after you
painted
kill it, you
good.
just take her fit.
I just thought it was like so thin.
I will take her
It's got holes in
clothes.
it.
I will take her clothes. Her clothes are sick. I want that hood.
That's harassment.
That might be a part of it.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Oh.
No, I would not. It's
Um,
still like
Make your
Ravenfield's
crossbow attack.
body.
I'll let you use that readied action for that
Yeah.
since we're sort of holding it.
Just skinning
Followed
up
it for a long
the
time. Surely I get advantage because she wasn't expecting it.
She was expecting.
Nah, yeah, fair enough.
The way that comes as soon as you're like, we want the hag dead.
23. To hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah. Alright, well, it's not my turn, so we're just gonna ice, crossbow, hunters.
Please give me any piercing separate.
Ooh.
Right.
Even if it's magical?
Wait, I don't do piercing.
I actually need
bludgeoning slash.
Oh, unless piercing is.
Bludgeoning piercing is
I
like
actually need an extra couple of d6.
The fuck?
Piercing.
Yeah.
Not great, not great.
9.
9 piercing, magical.
Okay, so whenever she takes slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning damage, it is reduced by 3.
Oh,
So that's dropped to 6.
she's like spongy.
Yeah, it's more the fungal
Absorption.
plating, but yes.
Oh shoot.
Followed up with 4 cold, plus
Sweet.
4
sick.
damage from just the weapon. Which I guess would be piercing.
Which would be piercing. So that takes that to 8 plus how much cold?
4. I might just borrow this for a bit. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't realize I needed more d6s.
After talking with her for a bit, I would like to know your
Sure.
enemy.
Take
Yeah,
a
what does that give you?
die.
So, can I know her strength compared to mine? Mine is 17, so higher or lower.
Lower.
All right, and do we want Dex?
You can try and figure out
I don't think
AC.
HP.
Yeah, actually, that's a good one considering my HP. Current HP, I am at 81.
Higher.
Okay. She's a big boy.
200.
Okay. I roll pretty good on initiative, so Ravafiel is up first.
I'm mostly worried about the Carrack joining later.
That's why we're in the trees, though.
At the start of her turn, she will regain 5 hit points.
Bugs can walk.
Oh,
As you see some of that, like, as you've shot this arrow into her, you can see it leaves this hole through her body.
Ew.
You watch a few tendrils of, like, fungus just stitch back together, and the hole starts to close just a little bit.
She got regen.
So she regains 5 hit points at the start of her turn.
oof.
She kind of stands there a little bit stunned for a moment. This vessel has been with me for a while now.
Oh, wow.
My connection to her is strong. She puts you in the dirt, you will return to me. And as she says that, she will also raise the staff and go,
Dex got higher.
give this click, and go. And it comes with a pet, Symbrillis, the Twilight Scourge.
The
As
Twilight
you see
Scourge.
that Karak emerge from its cloak and land down behind her.
Wait,
Man.
what was the name she
She
gave
got a
it?
clicker for that shit.
Symbrillis,
Symbrillis.
the Twilight Scourge. Which, if anyone just wants to give me an intelligence check.
Me. I'll do an
5
intelligence.
advantage.
Um, sure.
18.
Okay.
Intelligence.
12.
Unnatural 20.
Yorna and Strider, you think back to a couple of moments ago where this being had stated that the Dragonfly woman did not speak for her. You get the sense that the member of the court is not Ravafiel.
It's the Carrack.
Oh,
The Twilight Scourge.
that's scary.
Okay, Ravafiel is up.
Fuck. This is kind of the moment in like the combat where like Bjorn normally just goes 1v1 something.
As soon as she's like, "You die to me, you're in the ground, dude." If we get down by her, she will like resurrect
She
us
will
as her
suck
undead
us.
fungal servants.
Take me out.
I don't want that.
If you're on 1 HP, go get hit by this.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking strat.
That's the strat.
Or kill yourself.
Oh. Yeah, but I feel like
She is going to take that staff, flick it out in your direction, and you see a flood of those spores pour out of the staff and enshroud you all as she casts Cloud Kill.
Not the cloud
Just in the
kill.
middle of the group. 20-foot radius sphere of poisonous fog centered on a point.
nah.
When a creature enters the spell for the first time, Constitution saving throws from everyone, please.
Please succeed, everyone.
You guys.
Please succeed, everyone.
Come
Yeah,
on.
dude, this one, if I remember
Nat 20.
correctly,
Nice.
is crazy. Come on. Okay,
Cons plus 3, 15.
19.
Okay.
Surely a 19 beats it. Surely. Meets it, beats it.
15, you said?
Yes.
Okay, everyone saves. So you'll be taking half damage.
That's still a lot, though.
Fucking mint.
I don't know much about the spell, but I know in Baldur's Gate, it ended a lot of my runs.
That's what I remember it from, is the cloud kill coming out and just obliterating everything.
Oh.
Because I think if you stay in it, it's bad.
So 29 halved is
Okay.
9, no,
14.
14.
Okay, could have been worse. I should not say that.
Creature enters creature failed save, half as much. Creatures affected, even if they hold their breath or do not breathe. Fog moves 10 feet. Sweet. Okay. So that is just 20 feet from that point there behind the tree. She is going to move back and essentially hoist herself up on top of Cymbrillus for the time being, striding up. And you start your turn within this as well. So I'll leave another con save.
Off the bat.
That's
Yep.
brutal. That is brutal.
Damn, when she casts and on her turn? Oh, this is awful.
It would seem so.
16.
16 is a success, so half damage.
Oh, God.
Okay, that's a much worse roll. Wow, so much worse. 16 halved is 8.
Still,
Oh, lucky.
still the tank. Said that.
Your turn is yours.
Okay, I'm gonna step out of it.
Yeah.
Where is it?
20-foot radius, so if you're going that
Yeah.
way, you're going to have to get there. That's just sitting there.
I'm sure that everyone knows what we're up against, but we're definitely up against a druid elder, so we need to take this seriously and kill her quick. I'm gonna move as fast as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in my max range.
Yeah.
Come up to here. I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and I'm gonna shoot twice.
Yeah, totally.
Nice, so it's gonna hit 19 plus 7 to hit.
And you're aiming at which one?
Her.
Okay. 19 to hit. That'll hit.
Fifteen piercing damage.
Nice. -3. That's 12.
5 cold damage.
Nice.
I'm also gonna activate Grasp of Avarice.
Yep.
6 necrotic damage.
Okay, nice. She is resistant, so that'll go down to 3.
I will heal
Mhm.
9 from that.
Sweet. Okay.
And then I'll shoot another bolt.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get a hit. Oh, actually, yeah. This is my extra attack, not my bonus action.
Alrighty.
Because I forgot I can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A miss.
Okay.
That's, I guess we could attempt.
Yeah. What was it?
12.
That does miss him, right?
Bonus action attack. 18 plus 7 to hit.
That'll hit.
$11 piercing.
-3.
3 ice.
Nice. Okay. Very good.
I'll end my turn there.
That's you. Yorna.
All right, I'm gonna. I start my turn in the cloud kill.
Oh, you do. Can I get a con save, please?
Yeah, you can.
I need some more.
Such a
D8s.
powerful spell with 2 hits off the bat. Oh,
16.
That is a success. So you'll take half.
terrifying.
Wow, I rolled real good on the first one. So that's 18 halved is 9.
Love to see it.
All right, I'm gonna. Summoner. Okay. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire here.
Yeah.
They need to make.
That's a
Dex-
radius, right? So it'll get both?
Yes, it's a
Sweet.
20-foot something.
24 radius.
20-foot cube.
24
Yeah,
cube.
so that'll just be the size of Cymbrillus.
Yeah, exactly. And the DC is what? Because
Your
I.
spell save DC.
Wait, no, I wrote it down, I think. Yeah. 14.
As yeah, it's normal.
Okay.
I wanted a 15.
That's pretty good for a spell save, ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
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 What's your
Like
save?
if it's above 10, 15.
Yeah, 15.
Well, my dice, my superiority dice used to be that, but my strength. went down.
Ravafiel is so far gone, she doesn't get the elf bonus to anything.
Oh, thank God.
What's your DC, sorry?
14.
What kind of save?
Dex.
Okay, they both fail.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
I
you
rolled real
watch
bad.
as they like light up with a green but warm energy with like glimmers of gold. That is how Yorna's druid magic comes into fruition. And that means any attack roll against these guys have advantage.
Easy.
Nice.
Beat them up.
I'm
Perfect.
going to now bonus action.
Yep.
Ring of Earthen Ally and bring in my boy. And I'm going to put him here.
Yeah, nice.
And he's going to smack Ravafail
Go Boulder.
after me.
How do I rule that?
Eh.
If she's mounted on the thing.
Oh, has she mounted?
Yes.
Next to the scarab.
It's.
The beetle.
I will allow it, because otherwise it gets tricky.
I was going to say I can move him backwards and have him throw a rock at her.
Up to you.
I'll be tall enough to hit her in the shin.
Yeah, how big is he? He is.
10 feet tall.
He's a medium.
Well, he's that big.
Yeah. He humans out.
When attacking a mounted rider, you can target either the rider or the mount, as long as you can reach them. So I'm just going to say yes.
Are you sure? Because I can't put
Which
him further
one?
away and have him throw rocks.
As long as you guys are also okay with her making melee attacks while she's mounted,
Yes.
up to you.
No. Maybe.
Attacking.
I think I will move him away and have him throw rocks at her. I think is the proper thing to do here.
He do be pretty big.
He is very large, and he flies.
I'm going to say for the sake of this, she's going to be up here, which is like 15 feet away,
Yeah.
right? So we'll say ranged.
Perfect. I'm gonna put him here then,
Yeah.
and he's gonna throw a boulder
Okay.
with advantage because of fairy fire.
I want to go.
Come on, buddy. Nice. Nice. Okay. 21 to hit. Rubberfield.
That'll hit.
All right.
Where'd my ping go?
Oh, it's only 1d4. Rats. That's all right.
No.
5 boulder damage.
So bludgeoning, which will be
yeah.
reduced to 2.
Boulder damage.
And then she's just gonna heal it up. It's pointless. That's okay. At least he's there for the
Yep.
the good times. I think that's all I can do.
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
Okay, that's you. Cymbrillus the Twilight Scourge.
Eesh.
Okay. It's going to just tear
Please.
through the
No.
snow. You can see snow goes scattered across as its wings on its back. You just hear this as it pushes out in intensity, and you can all feel almost getting lifted off the ground beneath you
Jeez.
as these reflective wings, just as they're beating, just twist. And the little bit of light that is making it through the snow is just refracted off at intense amounts. Can I get everyone within 15 feet of him? So that'll be the two of you and the rock to make a con save, please.
Okay, I'm making this one for Yorna.
Yeah.
19.
18.
And for the elemental, 13.
13. Okay. Yorna and Strider save. The elemental is blinded until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
Damn, he pain shame.
Is there like a this?
Blinded. Circle.
Oh, I've probably got one.
Blinded.
Just so I remember, because I might not remember.
I got you.
Oh, yeah.
Put that on him. Okay. He's blinded. Cymbrillus will then yeah, we'll use its bonus action, and you watch the entire mass of this thing just twist and warp and pull into itself as it essentially misty steps over behind you all. As it, as you'd seen them do before. That is Cymbrillus' turn. Lily, you are up. Con save, please.
I've got a question.
Oh, yeah.
Is
shit.
that cloud poison concentration?
Oh shit! Yes, it is.
Mm.
One,
I hit her
two,
twice. then-
3, 4, 5. Let me do this first.
Because that means I might not
Success.
take some damage.
Only if it's on the first page.
Success.
So no.
Success. Success. Damn, I rolled good. None of those were lower than 15.
Well,
Well, at least they're out now.
Okay,
14.
14 is under her save DC, so it'll be full damage.
You got this. I swear, if you go down again, I don't think my heart can take it. Please.
Damn, another shit roll. 15
not the
halved
concentration.
is
7.
7.
Half?
Oh, no. Full.
No, full, yes.
15.
15.
that's alright.
I'm alive.
Better than 29.
Oh, yeah.
40.
Okay. Right. Now Lily's up.
Where am I? See. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
I don't want to do that though. Because now he moved. And I had a plan. Save that for a rainy day. Save that for a rainy day. How far? Where are my cards? I am going to bonus action unsettling words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On Mushroom Lady.
Yep.
What
Okay.
she's saying.
So,
Oh, unsettling words. That's not vicious mockery.
no.
Well.
Still words.
You will die in my hand.
Oh, yeah.
No, not D20. It is a D8. So this -3 to her next saving throw.
Alrighty.
That gets rid of a Bardic Inspiration. And do I want to cast a spell? How far are we gonna do that? That's not far enough.
Oh, yeah, did any knockback effect happen from her casting that spell? Like with the world.
What?
The, when she casted the cloud of poison.
What about it?
Like-
Because we're in the Fey.
I don't know if anything happened.
The level of
Oh,
spell
shit, you're
effects.
right.
Oh, shoot.
Just curious.
You right.
Yeah.
D100.
My theory was
That doesn't affect me because I'm only doing level 1 spells, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sick.
I think it's only
You
3 and above.
right.
I'm onto it today.
You really are.
Everything matters.
Watch,
Instant death on there. Come on. instant
it'll
death.
buff. It'll buff.
The nearest creature, which at the time would have been Cymbrillus, gains advantage on attack rolls against you for a minute. unhelpful.
I don't know why, but I feel like I could hit you real good right now.
Surely we convinced the bug.
Convince the bug.
It's kind of cute from this angle. The little beady eyes, the little blue eyes.
You
She
take that
is going to
back.
do. She is going to try again and use the psychic glance.
Okay.
Ooh la la.
So, should I roll D100 first?
Yeah, give me the D100 first.
Oh, please don't reflect again.
I swear.
That'd be bad.
That would be bad. So don't
Such
do
a
it.
good spell, though.
Psychic glance.
44.
44. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, fireworks again.
The tree right next to you, the roots seem to kind of like pull itself up from the ground. That tree is under your control for the next minute.
I'll control him after my turn.
Listen, that is OP as hell. Let's go. Control the tree.
And
Snow trees
so
are like the sharpest. of
must make a intelligence saving throw -3.
Okay.
Use it to like create obstacles for her.
Intelligence -3 is 11.
Fails, so takes 76 and is incapacitated until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
I love it.
Is she resistant to the damage type?
Nope.
Psychic damage, so 7, 4.
How long does that last?
Until end of
next
next turn.
So
Your
she,
next turn.
Yes.
So she can't do it.
That's
Yeah.
Yep.
big. That is so big. What level is
2,
that
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4.
Okay.
Fourth level
Makes
gets
more
bangers.
sense.
Fourth level
Yeah.
gets bangers.
See,
Half the roll's really
12,
good. The other half, not so good.
7,
They even each other out.
10, hold on,
I see what you mean.
12.
Like only,
Still like this.
That's
That
still
was a
good
4.
though.
only 6s and 5s, and then you
26.
get a few 1s into it.
28.
Damn.
28 psychic damage.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Tree!
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what did it fall under? Is there a stab log for
Stab block for a
for-
pine tree, please.
sentient tree?
Unlikely.
You
Tree.
could hold up.
Or
You
like
could totally
the-
Lord of the Rings, climb it, and it could like hold you, and then you can like stay out of the battle, and it just holds you, and it walks for you.
Here we go.
Oh, what do we got?
Awakened tree.
Awakened tree.
It has a speed of 20
Nice.
and can use the slam attack.
Slam damage!
Yeah, it comes back.
Um,
If in doubt, D&D gives them
Which,
slam
if you
back.
need the specifics for that, I've got it on my
One,
lesser earth elemental stat
1,
block.
2, 3, 4. I'll let it move next to Strong.
It's so weird watching you.
Can it talk?
Oh my god.
one language known by its creator.
Ah, common.
Oh
Perfect.
my gosh.
Lily, send me.
I look at Lily.
This is the best thing that could have happened.
I'm excited
He's
to
gonna
have you home.
Perfect.
Follow my lead tree and we'll do some good.
Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that so much.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Right. Anything else from Lily?
That is it.
Okay. Jump back up
level
to Ravafiel. She's incapacitated.
Yes.
She still heals 5.
What?
That is just a passive
Really is a
ability.
bitch.
But that's all she can do.
Hell yeah.
Strider.
Sick. Vorg.
I need to get used
Keep
to that.
forgetting. I would like to. She's on top of it.
Yeah.
And how tall is it?
15 feet, you said.
Fitting.
Yeah. She would be 15 feet if you were anywhere adjacent to the creature.
Okay. Okay.
I can bring her down.
Oh shit, you can?
I can.
Okay, then I will scratch my idea to do so, and I will keep attacking.
Perfect.
I will just to spread out a little bit. I will go here. I'll pull out my crossbow and
Sure you want to go there?
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
You
Actually,
still
she
got
just took a
concentration?
shit ton of fucking damage, huh?
It was like 26.
Oh, Nat 1. It's gone.
Yay!
I do want to go there,
That's
actually.
fitting. Yeah.
Just there, spread out, and I'll pull out my crossbow and I'm gonna shoot at
Yeah.
her.
The fairy fire is only for melee attacks, right?
Yeah, what is fair?
Fairy Fire?
Yeah.
Melee
Is
or
that all attacks?
Attack roll.
Oh,
There you go.
I looked at it before.
19 plus 7 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, 4.
That's not a fork.
That's gonna be 9 piercing.
Nice. -3 is 6.
And then on top of that, 1 cold.
One. cold.
One.
Nice.
well, yeah.
I'm also going to do Curse of Avarice,
Mhm.
2 necrotic,
Half to 1.
and I heal 5.
Okay.
Um,
You can see several holes now going through her figure that are slowly trying to like weave themselves back together.
I don't believe I could recall anything ever like what this sounds like. This sounds like an abomination from not a world that I've ever read from. Like, what's controlling her? It just sounds so out of this world.
Give me a history check. Take advantage.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Come on, roll for advantage.
Double.
Double nat 20.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Dang, now you've wasted it.
Yeah.
I will say this is vaguely starting to ring bells.
Oh. No pun.
No pun intended. You're having trouble recalling it at this time, but it's definitely something you studied. Something demonic.
Well,
But wholly unique.
guess the best thing I could do is kill you and test your blood. And I will swing with extra attack.
Yeah. She would reply, but she is incapacitated.
Does 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Alright.
Get her.
11 piercing and 6 cold.
Okay.
Bonus action, another crossbow.
Yeah.
Uh, 17 plus 7 to hit.
That'll hit.
Um, 9 piercing damage and
6.
4 cold.
Nice. As you fire those off, plunging more holes through her body, there's no blood, there's no wound. You can just see it quite literally just tearing holes through where there is no longer flesh. One of them grazes like past her neck, and you can see like the tiniest bit of very coagulated blood from the still remaining flesh on her body, but otherwise it's passing through. She does appear to be bloodied, though.
Does my necklace feel as if it's, when I'm around her, vibrating, but is it feel more intense? Like, is it like a worrisome?
You've been in and around this area. There's definitely a heightened sense to it. I'll also say you're getting undead vibes from this individual.
I see. Then I will reload my crossbow. Yorna, just to clarify, she's definitely giving undead vibes now.
She looks like it.
I'm just
Undead
letting you
vibes.
know that 100% I think we're okay to do what's necessary here.
It's alright, I had my mind made up, but I appreciate it.
Then I end my turn.
Okay, Yona's up.
Thorn whip.
Okay.
That's what it is, yeah.
What's the range on Thorn Whip?
30 feet.
Okay, yep,
I'm
totally.
sitting there going, do I have a rope that I could maybe do a whip thing
Nah,
with? But I'm
I
like,
got you, fam. That stuff
yeah.
comes out of my hands. All right. I thorn whip her.
Yeah. What does Yorna's Thorn Whip look like?
Spider-Man?
Yeah. Nah, it's.
Wrist just
I mean,
explode.
it does
Oh.
just look like a regular vine with thorns on it. There's nothing like too special about it.
Where's
It's
she
just-
pulling it from?
It. Oh, dude. Nah, it just straight up comes out of her hands.
Okay. It's energy pulling forth towards her. Okay, what am I doing?
Yes. No, I make an attack roll.
Sweet. Advantage still. Very fire.
Hit it.
I'm gonna. Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. But nat 20.
Hey.
It
does damage, so keep that in mind.
piercing damage.
Yeah.
But
This
that's
is the first thorn whip I've seen hit.
that's because I had advantage.
What?
Hey.
What do you mean?
Yeah, look at that.
You bought it.
I already
did
had
that all the
Thorn
time.
Whip.
I was playing boulders and I missed every one.
2, 4 piercing damage.
That's doubling the dice.
That is doubling the
Okay.
dice.
Damn.
So take away 3.
But the most important part of this
Yeah.
Really?
is that I pull this creature up to 10 feet closer to me,
Yeah. So I'm going to say she will fall off the thing and be here.
right in front of me.
Does she take fall damage?
Not from 15 feet.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 10-foot drop.
Oh.
Roll a d6 for me.
Maybe this one will be
She
a
lands on a
6.
branch that counts as pierce.
Okay. -3 is 1.
Damn.
And
Twist her ankle.
I wanted to do something else.
Counts as an attack roller.
It does.
Oh,
No.
Does it? I think it's an action spell.
It is an action.
You just
Oh,
use your attack
Yeah.
roll.
No, dang, almost. But you know what I am gonna do? I'm gonna action
Yeah.
surge
Yeah.
while she's incapacitated. Like this
Totally.
is. I mean, it's already advantage, but like might as
Take
well
the-
go
All
ham.
the opportunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out my long sword.
Yep.
Oh my god, please. 10. No, not even. 11.
That's not going to hit, I'm afraid.
Extra
No.
attack.
Yeah, I do. So I attack her again.
Yep.
That'll probably get her. That'll definitely get her. 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
The first attack you tried to swing before she hit the ground.
Yeah, I was still getting used to it. Dude, the vines were still going back into my hands. And I'm gonna make it. She's still holding her little staff.
Yep.
Take that shit.
Why not? I'm gonna disarming attack.
Yeah, okay.
So she needs to make a strength saving throw, DC 14. Which I don't know if she has disadvantage because of incapacitation.
She does not.
Damn.
She rolls
Got a death grip on it.
an 8.
Oh, it's like bound to her.
However, as you try and disarm this from her hand, you feel it latch. You know you should be able to pull it free. But you watch as you try and knock it out of her hand. It's like you were pulling on skin. There's just this
Oh, it's
tether between it.
connected
This
to
is this
her.
amalgamous form that is pretending to be a humanoid body. This is just one big piece of fungus with her head at the middle. This is not a separate thing she is holding.
Yeah.
I am disgusted. However, that does still mean I get extra damage.
It's kind of like Martian Manhunter, where like his clothes and weapons are all.
Oh, yeah, flash.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
I sometimes forget that.
7. Is 11 magical slashing damage?
Still reduced by 3.
Gotcha. I hadn't used my bonus action yet. I don't think I need to use it. Nah, we're good.
Okay. That's you.
That's me.
And then we'll move on to Sombrillus.
Uh-oh. Forgot about him. Low-key. I was so focused on taking down Mushroom Lady.
Potentially maybe has no commands, so it doesn't quite know what to do. as well?
Nah. I'm afraid that he's probably, got a reputation.
There's no way that can really get adjacent with Yorna unless it bamps back over there.
I forgot about my earth elemental. Can I have him go?
Yeah.
He is blinded.
Oh, he is. He'll have no idea what the creature is.
Can I lead him with my voice? I technically give him commands.
Yeah, all right.
Walk
Over
this
here, Rocky.
way.
He'll have disadvantage on his attack.
Or just straight
But
roll.
fairy fire, so
Does fairy
straight roll?
require
Visual.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does that say
yeah.
creatures that can see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then just a
Damn.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage. You're right. He's gonna go in for a slam. Please don't hit me. Not in that voice. Rats. 10.
Not quite, I'm afraid.
Smacks like between us. Whoa, Rocky, nice try, but that's very far away.
Does the
Doesn't
Beetle-
even notice he's blind.
does the beetle give
He
like
was just going for it.
familiar vibes, would you say, to silver wyverns with its reflective panels?
Similar, but it doesn't seem to have the same magical
Magic,
effect.
okay.
Well, that has opened up a path for him now.
Whoops.
So he's just gonna flutter his way around here. As those wings kind of hover him off the ground so that he can land in front of Yorna. He's gonna take his attacks. Gonna first come in with one of these small pincers up by his face and come in with a claw attack. Well, damn. 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
19 on the dice. 13 piercing damage.
All right.
Sorry. No.
Huh?
11 slashing damage, rather.
Okay.
And then he will come in with his bite attack, which is 19 to hit.
That's my AC.
So that will hit. So then that will be the 13 piercing damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I rolled the wrong dice.
You wouldn't want to bite a chunk of rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
unfortunate
then
as it is.
it will bonus action bamf back down and bamf right here.
Stop looking at me like that.
I thought you liked it.
He's hungry.
Not this close.
That is Sombrillus's turn. Lily, you are up.
I suddenly don't like the position I'm in.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'll go. Where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Beep.
Don't forget about your tree when you're done.
I'll just go there.
Nice.
I am going to level 3 healing word.
Ooh,
Yorna.
nice. Okay.
Oh, yo.
D100, please.
Appreciate. Oh.
Another tree.
97.
my
Oh,
God.
that can't be good.
That can't.
Yeah, I don't know. Does it get worse the higher up you get, or-
Dude, if that's how it works.
What level are you?
8.
You gain 40 temporary hit points.
4d10.
40. 40.
What?
You gain temporary hit points equal to your level times 5.
Hear me out, guys. Fey touched.
The new tank.
The new tank.
What the hell?
And then
Okay.
you heal. Let's see.
I want the 10
Level
hit
3
points.
goes down.
Damn, that's sick.
Oh, the higher it is, the better.
I don't want to know what
The
I'm
more severe it is.
100, you have a heart attack.
I thought you were about to be like, you level up.
That's where I thought it was going.
Like,
That is
God damn.
genuinely where I thought it was going.
It'd be worth casting spells non-stop in here to
Yeah.
get it again.
1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4. Okay, 3d4 plus
Crazy.
3.
Well, I'm not worried about Lily currently. Anyway.
Nope.
Nope.
Good.
You just see like green aura, like Super Saiyan aura around me.
I know you're a Fey touch, but damn.
6, 9, has it? Okay. So that is 12 HP to
Nice.
you.
Thank you very much.
12 to one, 40 to the other. Not bad.
I'll take anything.
That's a bonus action. And
Oh.
then... That is a spell, and then a cantrip action.
Oh, I needed to take Constitution saving throws for my concentration on Fairy Fire.
Oh, jeez.
I got hit twice from Carrick.
Yep.
So it's
Just need to beat a 10 on con
Con save.
twice.
Oh shoot. It was,
Oh,
a 12
Okay.
and a 21.
Okay, good.
Okay, sweet. Fairy Fire still up.
nice. I'm just going to cast Blade Ward on myself.
Okay.
And then tree
Yeah, what's Tree doing?
going up and slamming.
Sweet.
Amazing.
So he's got a +6 to his slam attack.
Damn, that's more than
So-
my rocks.
Like to hit.
Yeah, +6
Okay.
to hit.
Come on, I want to see this.
21.
21. Okay, that hits. He does 3d6 +4.
Oh my god!
Oh, heck yeah!
Harder than rocks.
Yeah.
We did discuss that it has really
It's a
sharp.
tree.
That's
Yeah.
almost as good as my damage output on one of
He only gets one attack though.
There.
Oh, poop.
Still almost on
6
par on my one attack.
plus 3, 9, so
9.
6.
2 Symbrillis.
Symbrillis, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So 9 to him. Sweet.
Lily's got everything
yeah.
going. She's got a tree.
Yeah.
She's
Got
Oh,
them
yeah.
40
Points.
temporary points.
Okay.
She's living luxury on this battlefield.
This is a vastly different fight.
This is so crowded.
Okay. Anything else from Lily or Tree?
Nah, that's it.
Blind gets gone by the end of his turn, eh?
Yes.
Sweet.
And Ravafiel is now back to normal.
Get gone.
On the
Oh,
end
shoot.
of
Lily's turn, right?
Lily's turn
Yeah.
or the person you.
No,
End of my
Lily's
turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now she
So
is
she's
not
normal.
incapacitated.
Oh,
So she's
shoot.
back up.
Sweet. I like that.
I don't. I'm really close to her.
I just imagine the tree like not having limbs and just keeping its form, but just slamming, like bending.
Oh man.
What you doing?
She is going to bring that staff up. After you try and knock it out of her hands, you just watch the little tendril that's fallen from it just kind of sandwich back into her hands. She flicks it up at you, and from the ground, spores erupt and kind of turn to ash as they come in your direction, and she's going to cast Blight on you. Can I please get a Constitution saving throw?
Can we not? Come on. Oh no.
Not the blood.
It was a pleasure serving
round.
with you guys.
Does Feywild do
Ah,
anything
yeah,
against
you
that
back.
spell?
Ah,
Maybe it saves me. Maybe it saves me.
That could be very bad.
That's the reason I thought of it. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Come on.
There's chance.
Oh, that's fun. I need everyone to re-roll initiative.
oh!
I had an 11.
On
My con
cool,
save.
thank you.
Reroll initiative.
Yeah.
Ah,
As for a moment you get this sense of like temporal displacement, your mind
that's
kind of
better.
goes foggy for a moment, then everything snaps back into place.
6.
We need to.
11.
Okay.
No.
So now you're
Oh,
out to be.
that's
11.
mind. Oh,
In the middle of initiative, too.
that's so
Oh, that's
buggy.
fun. Okay, so
Oh no. Bad when
That
the
could
DM
straight
says
up give
that.
people 2 turns in a row if we're unlucky. Or lucky.
Yeah. Well, the odds are in our favor.
Yeah.
Uh,
Number one. By 1.
then Lily,
Damn.
then Yorna. Okay. We continue. So, how much? Sorry, 11.
11.
Okay.
I'm actually a bit.
So you're
I might be alright, Joss.
how much you got?
I just remember Blight being hefty. 46.
Oh, yeah. That only sounded like 3 dice. You're good.
You
Why
say
he
that.
re-rolling?
This is not. No.
34 points of necrotic damage. As you feel like parts of your body kind of turning to dust for a moment before that kind of rewind happens and they kind of snap back into place a little bit. You get the sense a few more hit points and that was you. There's no coming back from that.
You're fine. It's okay.
No, terrified.
Okay,
I feel like I just.
so that
pissed death.
is...
This initiative flick's gonna get
Yeah,
messy.
so that's the end of Ravafel's turn at the top of initiative. Then we come down to Symbrillis is now next.
No.
Fuck.
Damn, they got
If he downs me, it's okay because at least it wasn't Mushroom Lady.
He can't reach you. It's going to go for Strider.
Borg.
Vorg.
Damn, they're
Starting with the bite
all high.
is shit. 7 to hit.
Miss.
And claw attack. Claw attack is a 19 to hit.
That does hit, sadly.
The claw is that one. You take 12 slashing damage. Okay. And then after Symbrillis, it is Ravafiel's turn now.
No, you are kidding.
I rolled real good.
Please.
You beat me? Damn.
Yeah, just by one.
Oh.
Symbrillis was way up top. What's she gonna do?
She's gonna ignore me. I can't take another hit. At the very
out of our
least,
hands right
I
now.
think she can't do another one of those.
No, but I think she can.
Hopeful.
I think it doesn't matter what she hits you with.
Would I, even though we're already in initiative right now,
Even like
would I be able to Silvery Bob's that initiative roll?
Oh, interesting. Yes, absolutely.
who's initiative roll?
I assume so. You
It
can
is
do
Yeah, 'cause it's a-
ability checks, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whose one just rather fails? Or?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Rava feels.
You can do
That's
that, totally.
Interesting idea, yeah. It is an
And I will
ability
give
check.
advantage to Yorna.
Oh my god.
Reroll initiative, Yorna.
No, no,
What?
not
No.
me.
Uh,
Just him. I get the advantage.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I meant. I thought you were giving advantage so that Yorna can reroll.
No, the advantage
No,
from
no,
Silver
no,
Bobs
for-
goes
Yeah.
to her.
Yeah.
That's what I also thought the
Which
advantage would carry to
means-
initiative because that would have been the roll happening at the same time.
Yeah.
No.
Must take the lower roll.
Yeah. So, okay, that shifts her turn
Thank you. Oh my god.
to now be after Lily.
No. Oh. And I'm like second to last.
Okay, well, in that case, strike her.
I owe my life to Lily right now.
As she was getting ready to lunge in Yorna's direction.
Holy.
Dude,
Can
I'm
I
missing with
see
time
My
right
head
through
now.
this
hurts.
tree? Can I tell that Yorna was hit pretty hard by that attack?
By,
I would have yelped.
yeah,
I would have
absolutely.
given a good.
There'll be a mixture of
agonizing
ash and
roll.
blood on the snow beneath her. She's not looking good.
I'm gonna look at the tree.
Yeah.
Be like, please move your branches for me. And can I just?
Yeah, the tree's an
Well,
ally. The tree's
Yeah,
an ally.
he
You
an
can move
ally.
through it.
Please
I
move
want to
your
go in front of.
branches.
Yeah,
In here?
Yeah.
Yikes.
yeah. It's not a great place to be, but kind of needed. I'm gonna go there,
Mhm.
and I'm going to. Still got advantage. What do you need to roll, Colin?
Yeah, roll me a con.
Shoot.
It's a lot of damage.
9. Fairy fire's
Fairy
down.
fire's gone.
And I guess there's. Oh, can I? Is there any possible way I can fit between them to angle with a flank with Yorna? Is there any way I can get between those two?
No.
No.
Not. I mean, how much movement do you use? 1, 2, 3. How much have you got?
I've got 30, so it should be.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, you can. You
Okay.
can duck between there, go through his square, and then end up back there.
All right. Flanking.
Yep.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Swing my. I added my Crimson Right to my Marquise Blade
Okay.
because it doesn't get used often.
Net 20.
Oh yeah,
go.
he's back again.
I'm gonna need you to make a saving throw
You're right.
for the Marquis blade. Finally.
What is it for?
Once per short rest, when you score a critical hit on it against the enemy, the blade as if casting command on the target using the word grovel, DC 12.
Okay, well, she rolled a natural 13 plus stuff, I'm
Do
afraid.
you know how cool that would have been though?
The first time I used it. That's alright. Net 20 is still massive.
Yeah, that's huge.
Especially on my first attack. That's gonna be
Yeah.
So doubling base,
hoping-
including the other one.
Sorry, no. It's just because I've been rolling crossbow. Get my sword goes up. Boom. Slayer's Prey. Hunter's Mark. Everything doubles on this. And on this, then, I'm also going to chuck in Avarice Curse.
Yeah.
Is her resistant, her like -3 count as a resistant?
No, it does not.
Just a passive.
Yeah.
Oh. 14. 14.
That would be 23 doubled.
Jesus Christ.
46.
46.
And you could just take some piercing off that, I guess.
Oh,
Whatever.
yeah, you're right. Sweet.
That was
3 off.
huge.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 more attacks.
Yeah, let's see it.
Oh my gosh.
Give us some more.
Extra swing with
Get
the sword
her.
for once. Nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
Slaughter.
Okay, let's see it.
Roll again just because it's advantage. Nope.
Amazing.
That'll be slightly less though.
Don't care.
Take
This
that
is
dice
great.
out.
I'm living for this.
Someone do note that I healed 7 off
Yeah.
that.
7.
Sword, Slayers, nice. Seven. Wow. 29.
29. Jesus.
It's already double.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
She must be so
Do it again, you
And I
won't.
pull out my crossbow.
Yeah.
Just blank range. How's she looking?
Looking rough.
I'm gonna shoot again.
Yeah.
Get her.
Did you gain any health on
No,
the second one?
just once turn. Okay, let's see if that will hit. 7 plus 7 to hit.
14. Does not quite hit. As that arrow kind of hits one of those orange plates on her body and just skates across on the ground.
With all that damage, I'm gonna lean in close. Whatever you are, demonic, devil, whatever, we're gonna find out. And I promise on Bellwood name, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I know you will. If you continue on your path, you will become aware of who and what I am. The path that you had, that I peered into while your consciousness was on the edge of ours. You'll know who I am, what I am capable of, but you will not kill me. As that second attack you put through and one of the arms just gets lopped off at the shoulder, you can see as her arm falls to the ground, she is looking insanely injured. But that arm hits the ground, there's no bone, there's no flesh, there's no blood, it's just this network of little fungal tendrils that are trying to latch back onto the body but squirming around on the ground as it starts to rot away. She's looking real rough. Anything else from Strider?
Vorg ends his turn.
Okay.
That's fair, it's fair.
Well, it's because I've got Strider written here. Okay. After Vorg, Lily is up.
Wait.
Might have been the baddest line I've ever heard from a villain at this point.
I am going to free cast Bane on the beetle and her.
Yeah.
Oh, I was drawing Persona and Otis.
I'm like, what is going
As
on?
you
She's stabbing him with
As you do.
Okay, what's happening?
Must make a charisma saving throw.
Who's this?
Both of them.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, up to 3 creatures of my choice within
good.
range.
You don't want to bane Vorg.
Nah, I baned a tree.
Ravafiel, the vessel that was Ravafiel, gets a 19.
So it succeeds.
Cymbrillus gets a 2.
And fails.
Okay.
So they get. So it gets a minus d4. Then the tray. What was it? 1 to their. So for 1 minute, -1 to their attack roll or saving throw.
To just Cymbrillus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me just double check that. That's Bane, right?
Yes. So
Just wondering if they roll that when they make things. When do you roll Bane? Wondering whether it's a blanket roll.
I'm sure it's at the start.
The target must roll a d4 and subtract the number. So every
Oh, the
time
target.
that
Oh,
they...
okay.
Oh, right.
That's
Yeah.
better.
So it can
For some
fluctuate.
reason I read that weirdly.
Okay. I mean, it's worded weirdly. Okay, so 1 minute, they're subtracting 1d4 every time they make what?
Saving throw.
Saving throw or attack roll.
Shit, okay, nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Anything else from Lily?
Let's see, that was an action.
Lily's really building a negative stat farm
Yeah.
to then hit them
Fuck
with
you,
something.
and fuck you.
I am going to bardic in. That's happened twice!
I hope both cameras got that.
The first thing I see is you take a quick pose and then I
Yeah, I saw that as well. I saw that first.
Trying to
I was like,
act
oh,
natural.
he did something. He did something.
What should we guys? I'm just chilling here.
Red, what was happening?
Bardic inspiration on Vorg.
Okay. Woo. Bardic on Vorg. Tree doing anything?
Yeah.
Slam.
Slam.
Yeah, so
damage.
d20 plus 6.
Oh god.
Sure, everything.
So sad I missed that crossbow bolt.
Probably on like 2
21.
points too.
Damn,
was like
I did it
15.
at least.
That'll hit.
Plus
You did,
6.
you did
So-
like 60 something. You did
3d6
like 70
3d6
damage.
Plus 4.
Yeah, I've rolled like 5 net 20s already.
4.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah.
Ooh.
2 in a row.
A couple of doubles,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
2 doubles.
14.
No,
Jesus
2 sets
Christ.
of doubles because I rolled them for the initiative
Yeah.
thing.
Rolled them on one of your checks earlier as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just-
Oh, damn.
Um,
You're farming
Oh.
net 20s.
Vorg finally decided to stop lying and he's like, "Now, man, I feel really lifted,"
Yeah.
and so he's just doing
Bit
really
in the
way
zone.
better.
Okay.
Was free cost.
That's Lily, that's Tree.
It's okay, I can
Yeah,
heal
that's
up.
it.
Now we come down to Rubberfield.
Oh.
That was my worry. Yeah,
Plus, because remember, you still have advantage.
I know.
that's why I did my best to try and kill it, and then in there.
I see. I was somehow hoping that she would hold under a 6.
That that arm
fair, you
that
did
has
a
hit
lot
the
of damage
ground
too.
and is starting to rot away is going to sink its fingers into the snow beneath it. You feel this faint rumble underneath you, and fuck it, she's going to do it on herself and cast Erupting Earth,
On
So
herself.
that's
which will
It'll be a
require
radius.
Radius.
her to roll on the table.
Roll what on the table?
Oh, the
Okay, cool, good to know.
D100 stuff.
That's
one that
right.
we don't get to know. Oh no.
It just doesn't do
okay.
anything at this
doesn't
point.
do
Cupcake appears somewhere.
Almost. If she had items, one of them would have disappeared.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
Staff.
So from her, everyone within 20 feet.
I think. Am I still? No.
You've been buzzy.
20-foot cube, sorry. So that'll miss Lily, but it'll get everyone else.
No tree.
Carrick as well.
Oh.
It'll
Friendly
get the
fire.
carrick. It won't get the tree.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, I need a dexterity saving throw from
let's
the
go.
two of you and Earth Elementals.
You get advantage.
I get advantage. I'm gonna need it because I have a +0. Okay, so that's Yorna and
I'm just dicing up. Can I know if I fail before I roll inspiration with it?
So even if it succeeds, you can still roll it and you keep it if you fail.
Yeah.
Because I have the
Okay. That's
ability
20.
thing.
so that is 15 for me
Okay.
and 13 for the Earth.
Okay,
20.
20. Okay, Earth fails.
Okay.
Sombrillas fails. So they take 22 points. Everyone
Rag
that
succeeded?
succeeded takes 11.
Did they both fail?
The Earth Elemental and Sombrillas Ravafiel succeeded.
Oh, okay.
Can I silvery barbs the carrick?
Didn't he fail?
Yeah, the
did he
carrick
fail?
failed.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, her.
Yeah. Yeah.
She could kill herself.
Dude, that would be so fucking funny.
Natural 19. She's
Ah, would have been hilarious.
Damn, what was the
Advantage?
other roll? Oh, yes, advantage, Borg. Actually, no, Yorna.
Thank you.
The other roll was a natural 17, so she got pretty
Ah,
lucky.
I
damn.
went like this, and I reverse.
You can see that like part of that fungal plating on her leg gets kind of blown off in that thing there. The
this is
carrick gets a
okay.
little bit wounded. That area is now difficult terrain around her for a while. You can see for a moment as that spell casts, Vorg and Yorna standing there next to her. Just for a moment, you see the slightest little bit of color kind of come back into the corner of one of her eyes. And you just hear her go, just click a little bit before that milky white takes back over.
That's a good.
The end of her turn.
That's
I am.
I truly was hoping you all would come willingly. Mother gets the job done, but her ways are often barbaric. I was hoping not to stoop to that level. It will be a shame to lose this vessel. But I'm sure by next time you will have changed your mind. Yorna's up.
I thought she was going to self-destruct.
Oh, that would.
The way she was saying that, I was like, oh, she's going to self-destruct as a last hurrah.
Saying goodbye to Christmas.
Yeah. Okay.
What's that ticking noise?
Can I drink a potion as an action? Or is it just bonus action?
Bonus action for regular.
Yeah.
Every other potion is an action.
Okay, I would I would like to drink my greater healing.
Yeah.
Please and thank
So
you.
4d4 plus 4.
4d4.
Yeah.
My god. 8 plus 4.
You
12.
healed 7.
Damn.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to second wind.
Yeah, nice.
Hell yeah.
That is 1d10 plus my fighter level, which is 7. Come on. Big money. Nice. Plus 14.
Smart option. Not only do you need to heal, but also I'm highest in initiative, so when it loops around, I'll get there before she does.
That's me, Rocky.
Yeah, what's he doing?
Surely Rocky gets the finishing blow.
Not my dream.
We've still got a bug to deal with. Oh, well,
We do, but I'd rather
Yeah.
get her gone. Because she's the one where if you die to her, that's it. He's going to do slam damage to Ravafiel here.
Come on, he's like.
That's not going to fly.
Well, he can't.
It's like a 9 or something.
Yeah,
like
that
an
won't quite hit,
8.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, kind of just misses
What's this damage does?
badly. 1d8.
Oh, okay.
So that's him.
I might get him to move, maybe.
Move away.
How far can he move?
30, I'm guessing.
Yes. Oh, but he'll leave range. I'm not worried.
Up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep. Okay, Ravafia will take an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
Just with her fungal claws.
Yeah.
They're squishy.
22 to hit.
That hits.
Um, 8 necrotic damage. And target is going to need to make a constitution saving throw.
8. Hang on, my brain's not mathing.
8.
That's wrong.
Yeah?
That's correct. What does he need to do?
Con save.
Can't see. 19.
19. Okay, he's good.
Sweet.
As it all happens, Vorg will yell out to Yorna as she's swinging. Now, do you have the ability to hit someone if they attack your ally?
I do.
Then Vorg yells now as you're healed up and she swung at Rocky.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use opportunity attack.
good call.
There's a lot on my plate.
Vorg, I
Thanks.
think RP makes sense because you just got hit the 1 HP.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
like, you're like out of it. And it's like,
Very much so.
Yorna!
Alright, I'm gonna hit.
Do it now!
Go!
I'm gonna, the reality
Yeah.
of like almost becoming like an undead puppet was just so heavy in her head, where she was like zoned out, and you snap me out of it, and I will hit her as she hits my rocks.
Yeah, okay. Give me an attack roll.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
It's gonna be really funny if this is what does it.
That's what I was hoping.
Ah, I'm all over the show. Nine slashing damage.
-3 is 6. Not quite enough.
No!
You slash across, cleaving through her chest. You watch her upper torso and her lower torsos partially separate as a few of those tendrils just latch on and kind of hold it together, slightly off center at this point.
Yeah.
She is incredibly wounded.
Did you roll with advantage?
I did not.
See if it's a nat 20.
Yeah, might as well.
No.
No, okay.
It was an 18.
Would have been sick though.
Yeah.
It would have been amazing. I've now written Sentinel. I have now written Sentinel in massive lettering,
Yeah.
like the extra attack, because the extra attack I always remember because it's so big, and at least this I should see.
Right, so that's you. Rock can make it. He made his attack?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's done.
Okay. Back up to Sombrillus. Gets to do his stuff now.
Sombrillus, no.
Responding to that click that Ravafiel, this vessel, made, it is going to once again, those wings flutter up and try and flash out. So I need
Not this.
everyone except Lily to please make a Constitution saving throw.
Tree!
I'm doing this for Yorna. Oh,
What's his plus to con?
What's it? Yeah, I mean, he's a tree. You should be good at that.
He doesn't
Oh,
have
well,
eyes.
I didn't really roll well.
2.
Can he be blinded?
7.
That's a good point.
Huh?
Well, it's a blinding thing. I just don't know if a tree can be blinded.
Ah, right. Did he grow eyes?
do you know before he's got tremor sense?
Yeah, he can't.
He would have been all
Yeah,
right.
he'll be good.
He's tough.
This tree, I'm going to say for the sake of this, that this tree can see.
Ah, fair.
Right.
He doesn't
Shop
go
light
trim
doesn't
perception.
say
Well, he's
otherwise.
blind.
RP tree.
Okay, sorry, what was everyone's saves?
Natural 1.
22.
Tree got 7.
Okay, Tree and Yorna are blind until the end of your next turn.
Fabulous.
It's okay, Tree.
With that, Strider and Lily, you see this massive, colossal creature once again. And bamps down, uses its teleportation ability, appears up here above you, and you see it begin to trail off
That's what I thought.
away from the fight
We're flying away.
at 60 feet around. So he'll be like over here somewhere.
Give me. Give me.
Okay.
That about makes sense.
Reverse. Vorg.
I like to draw my blade,
Yeah.
and as I'm going for my swing,
Mhm.
I'm going to yell out, after we're done here, we need to rush and leave this place. We're going to have the Dusk team after us, and I'm going to take a swing.
Okay. Another?
Just
You want
different,
all of them.
Jesus.
Natural advantage.
Double?
No.
Damn.
That's on the first attack as well, which means it's the most. And Hunters. No, that's my cold. Hunters.
Not the advert.
Get away.
26 plus
This'll do it.
minus it, but plus the 5 from my blade.
How do you finish her off as her upper and lower body are hanging on by tendrils?
I'm gonna draw my blade, and as Vorg yells that out to everyone, he's going to slice up the already sliced area that Yorna made, and just continue that cut
Yeah.
until just splitting her in half.
Oh, boy.
Follow back through like bits of rubber snapping up her body, the top removed from the bottom as the two halves fall to the ground. The upper body, the one arm that remains, kind of pushes off the ground a little, looks up at Vorg and Yorna. Do your research. Others will speak to you. Once you learn of those who oppose me, maybe by our next conversation you'll change your tune. You see the body from that wound beginning to kind of disintegrate slowly over the next half a minute or so.
As she finishes saying that, I hold my blade and flip the blood, and I point it at the head that's speaking.
Yeah.
And I go, devils, demons, fae, doesn't matter. We don't pick sides, we just take out one's evil, and I'll stab the head.
The milky white eyes lose any remaining semblance of color that they have. And over the next half a minute, the fungus around this being begins to rot into the earth beneath it. And within a minute, all that is left is a few chunks of torso with congealed blood within them, and part of a neck, and most of her head just lying there, beginning to decompose into the snow. And I think we'll take a quick break. We'll come back here in a moment.
I genuinely thought that was me.
Having awoken to that encounter, the vaguely reminiscent form of Ravafiel falling in front of the group, getting a little bit of information from whatever this greater mind, this us, investing both the vessel and sending Cymbrillus on their way. What do we do in the wake of the fight as the last few bits of that corpse are sinking into the earth, leaving the few fleshy bits behind?
I was gonna say, is there anything, like maybe even just a piece of jewelry that she somehow might have still had on her as like an afterthought of Ravafiel?
Give me an investigation check.
Come on. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As that fungus sinks into the earth beneath it, you can see most of her previous form has just been rotted away and discarded, but a small brooch of a blooming flower is left as that fungus rots away, kind of caught in the center of her mass.
I take it.
Could I also vial up some of her blood, if possible?
Yeah. There's a little bit of very thick, long congealed blood that's on the last few fleshy bits of her body.
I know we might have wounds that we need to lick and whatnot, but we really need to get out of here before that thing grabs more of the dusk group.
I agree. We'll start heading back into our original direction.
Yeah, we should rush. We really need to escape this realm.
Okay.
All right.
You seem somehow better than you were before the fight.
I feel fine.
All right, let's get going then.
All right, I'm off.
Okay. Give me a survival check for the day's travel, unless you wish to alter that check one way or the other.
I will do what I've been doing and use, I guess, oh
damn
my
it.
god, my newfound power to kind of guide me through this
Okay,
realm.
so you can make that a nature check.
Nat 20. It's a lot.
Perfect.
So
Yeah, just a
stupid.
survival. Survival's fine. And I rolled well.
That's an 11.
Okay.
I rolled 22.
Okay. And that 20 will make up for the 11.
Thank god.
28 if it matters.
Joys, all right.
That.
Pushing through in a somewhat urgent need to push forward towards your exit here. As you begin to feel the blizzard around you dying down, you all kind of glance off to the side, just faintly out of the corner of your eye. As you leave the snow, you see the flicker of a green flame in the distance. That herald of Ada, just kind of keeping an eye from a distance. You watch a little bit of wind pass and it's gone.
I would also like to, as we're traveling, use my cloak to wipe away our foot tracks on the snow.
Yeah, totally. Make that part of your survival check. You're able to push along, leaving less of a trace. And eventually you come to the edge of the snowy tundra. There's a small patch of kind of rocky ground between you and that crystal clear river. It is a couple of 100 feet across. On the other side, you can see vibrant green grass and dense forests. But between you and that is 200 feet of this faintly glowing, luminous flow.
The river that we followed, I guess.
If I remember correctly,
We shouldn't.
we should not touch this.
Have you gained any druidic magic that could help us get across potentially? That's something that we didn't have before.
I would probably need to sleep first.
Actually, now that I think about it, you did do a lot of cool new things in the fight before.
It's interesting. It came more naturally than I thought it would.
Without training, it feels like an extension of your body in a way.
Yeah. It was a lot, but it was the good kind. I just wish it wasn't against Rutherfield, or what used to be her.
How far is the river?
From you to the edge of the river?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe 100 or so feet. Just a quick walk.
But past to get the other side.
It's about 200 feet wide.
200 feet.
I don't suppose anyone can jump like a crazy distance.
No, not more than a normal person can.
How far is a normal person's jump?
Well, it's based on your strength modifier, whatever that means. Did your tree come with us?
The tree would have gone. And it was a minute.
He would have followed for a few seconds and
Yeah,
then just
and then-
cemented in place.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh,
no.
yeah, my rocks would have crumbled down next to it.
Yeah.
Bye, Mr. Twigs.
Mr. Twig.
Well, I don't think it would be fast to make a raft to get across at all.
Can I inspect the water? I
Yeah.
want to see if it has that same, like, shimmery, like, from what I suspect were fades or, like, nymphs.
Yeah, give me investigation or nature.
Not really, but the same.
Nothing.
Ah, poop. 5.
5. You kind of look down at this river, trying to gauge what's in here. Again, you see a few of those kind of semi-transparent fish moving through the stream. Looking in, you can feel almost like hot spring heat coming off of it, very welcoming after being in the chill for so long. Can I get a wisdom saving throw as you're at the edge of the water looking
I'm getting
in?
intoxicated.
Nah.
Wisdom saving throw. Is it a charm sort of thing?
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, yes, it
I rolled a
is.
17 and then I got a 5. Wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah,
Wisdom saving throw 19.
19. You're looking in, you feel that warmth. You start kind of reaching out towards the water. And just before you're too close, you kind of catch yourself and pull back, this feeling of it drawing you in unnaturally.
You all good there, Lily?
Just look. For some reason it looks so inviting.
All right, maybe let's just step back from the river and we'll just think about this some more. Were there any thinner parts as we were walking down? Like, were there any?
As you'd been traveling for those few days, you maybe saw it narrow to like 120 feet in places, but you're not sure how far up or down you'd have to go.
Am I able to see like if there's any way around or how far that would take or long? I mean,
This river you have seen bits of since you got off of the rocks at the very bottom of the Feywild, and you can see it disappear infinitely through the ice to the north.
excuse me, water. Could you please part for us to walk through, please? In a rush.
Give me a persuasion check.
Love persuading some water.
Well, it was done with a Beyblade before, so 18.
God damn it.
18. Again, as you kind of crouch down at the water's edge, ask this, you feel that warmth, that invitingness. You watch it kind of begin to part, maybe 20 or so feet in front of you, leaving an entrance.
You take that first step.
Is it even possible to insight check water?
Sure, if you want.
Is it setting a trap for me?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Waits eagerly for you
This
to
is so
step
good.
down.
First roll 17 plus 8.
Kind of looking down, being wary for a moment. You swear out of the corner of your eye, kind of at the edge of that wall where the water is parted, you see like a cheek and nose kind of brush against the edge, as if waiting to close, to pull you in, some mischievous water spirit.
This is the second time I've seen a face, I believe, in here.
You saw a face?
Yeah, you guys aren't very talkative, are you?
That gap opens like another 10 feet or so. Continues to invite you in.
Just trying to trick you.
It's a trap.
Are there any other Fey creatures around watching us? Curious about what's transpiring here.
Nothing that you can see apart from those fish in the river.
What's the place we're trying to get to again?
The verdant pools.
Water. Maybe you have a liking to this to this location. We're trying to get to the verdant pools. Could you maybe point in that direction?
Give me another persuasion check.
Oh,
The water arrow, perhaps? Not a great
Water
persuasion.
arrow.
Water arrow.
what a
7.
hand.
7. That gap before you, realizing you're not going to take the bait, just closes up and ignores your request.
Wow. Can I just see if it'll connect with me on like a nature level? Like, can I try feel it out and see if I can, I guess, create like a bond with it to communicate?
How would you do that?
I'll keep my distance, but I'm gonna sit down on the ground and just kind of put my hands in front, like cross-legged, and just like kind of wiggle my fingertips and just see if I can
Give me a nature check.
coax it. Might as well. 19.
19. Put your hands down there. How far are you from the water's edge doing this?
How close were you to it?
Probably close enough to...
I'm gonna say like a square, like 5 feet.
Okay. As you do that, reach out, try and make that connection. You watch as parts of the river begin kind of crawling up the water bank. Just these thin little trails creeping up the rock in front of you, like moving in the direction of your fingers.
Would you accept something else so that we may go past through your parted waters? Maybe you'd like some organic material, some cheese, some bread.
The water makes its way up and touches your fingertip.
We're ready in action to grab Yorna by the collar.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shoot. Come on. I just wanna make friends with the water. Come on. No. 7.
7.
Shoot.
You feel that warmth through your body. After days in the ice, it is relieving. You just, in the back of your mind, come in. The water's warm.
I start to like crawl forward.
Yorna starts moving forward.
I back of her collars.
Yeah, you yank her back. You kind of come to, the water kind of dripping off of your fingers.
You sure you want to take a dip?
You were about to crawl in the water.
Oh. I don't know how to approach. I'm gonna try one more thing.
Okay.
I won't make contact with it.
Sweet. Alright.
I'm gonna like get a piece of cheese and see what happens if I throw it in. Kaplunk.
Throw it in.
Not the cheese.
It hits the water's surface. Sinks maybe 10 or so centimeters. And those small, transparent white or transparent fish that you'd seen like swimming in droves up this river previously, you watch a frenzy in the water as almost like long, they're kind of like oversized whitebait, but you watch as they bear hundreds of sharp little teeth, and within a moment, like piranhas, just around it, and it's about 5 seconds, an instant flash, and it's back to perfectly calm, flowing water, and it is gone.
Did you enjoy the cheese? Because I can give you more
You want to
in
give us
exchange for safe passage for all three of us. I have, and I show a decent amount of cheese left because I hadn't been using it yet. And there's like bread in there, there's cherries.
Give me a persuasion check.
Come on, please.
Would have loved to
I
see
know
this
this river is hungry.
red
But
in
it's, I
there.
really don't think they're here for the cheese.
They might be. They're not. 10.
Much as it did for Strider, the river part's about 10, 15 feet. Gives you an entrance.
There's probably a bridge not too far from here.
Is there a bridge nearby?
No response.
I toss a piece of cheese.
And again,
Alright, before we head off,
It's kind of fun.
I touch the water with my sword, which is ice.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
I'm try freeze it.
See if they dislike it.
Touch that water
Don't make
for a
them mad.
moment. You dip it in. There's a half second where the water around the tip of the blade seems to start freezing, and then steam starts billowing off, and you pull your sword out and kind of feel it for a moment. It's moments away from being malleable metal.
Yeah, we're not going in that water. I sheathe my blade.
Guess we gotta look for a bridge. This is proving to be.
So there has to be one nearby.
we can walk further down and see.
Yeah.
Which way do you think provides the most likely chance of a bridge?
That way.
Always that way.
Well, if we're like looking at it, like, and we got a right and a left
Yeah.
option, I'm choosing left.
I agree. Let's go left.
So walking, generally speaking, back down in the direction of the mountains that you came through. To the
Oh,
south.
I thought we were going back.
Are we going
up.
I
back?
thought we were going up.
Yeah,
Go
like
up.
I don't
Going
want to
north?
go back to the
Okay.
mountains.
So further up the Everfrost wastes,
Okay.
going along that ridge line. You travel for another few hours until eventually the day's travel starts to grow weary on you. Are you going to rest or push through for the night?
Do we see any form of bridge or anything?
You can give me a group perception check if you would like.
I would like to also just additionally keep an eye out for maybe any fey creatures we could ask for help.
21.
Got sand in my eyes.
Uh,
Where the sand came
17.
Okay.
Perception. 11.
11. Continuing to walk up here for the rest of the day, you see no creatures this close to the water. No sign of a bridge as far as the eye can see to the north or to the south.
Where we originally found the fire giant, like that mountain
Yeah.
area, where we are, whereabouts is that? And is there a way for us to, like, where we first entered it, is there any way that we think it might loop around or somewhere?
This river flows through the mountains. You entered.
Oh.
The mountains essentially go like that. You guys are currently there, right? And you entered down here. So you'd have to cross some of the ridges a bit.
Yeah.
How much is 10 gallons of water?
10 gallons.
Like,
What's that?
10, just do 10 gallons to liters.
10 gallons, 2 liters. 37 liters.
God damn,
This
that's
is
a
a
lot.
bit.
it's not enough for a river.
No, it is not enough for a river.
Create or destroy water.
It's not the one that allows you to eat it. Damn.
No,
Are
it's
we-
just.
Are we resting here or gonna keep going?
Trying to come up with a plan for us to get across. What's around us in, like, distance? Like, are there forests or...
A little bit more to your north, there is a very small patch of woods on the edge of the water. Across the river from you is that lush green forest. To your south, for the next, what looks like several days of travel, is just open, everfrost, icy expanse.
Can keep heading north. Can maybe use some trees.
Yeah. We can set up camp around here, though. I guess we'll get a bit of distance from the river, so it doesn't entice any of us in our sleep. But we'll probably have to rest.
I would like to rest. It's been a day.
Vorg will yell out. The ward of Granny, are you here, watching us?
The Herald.
The Herald.
Give me a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah.
25.
25. You take a glance around. There doesn't seem to be any response, and you get the sense that you have left the boundary of her domain.
Mm.
Alright. Well, I'll take first rest then. I'll keep an eye out on things.
All right.
Just watch, I guess. I mean,
Well, it'll be nice to sleep well,
yeah.
find a comfy spot and hunker down.
Or settle down for an evening's rest. Anyone setting up any sort of a fire or something like that?
I don't have that spell.
We're not in the snow anymore, are we? So it's not too cold.
Not too cold. There'd still be a con save involved, being in the wastes.
No, I did not choose the flame spell.
You just make a fire.
Where's the twigs?
Well, I have flint and I got a.
I'm gonna look for some wood for Borg to light up.
I mean, there's a few lone trees. You're able to scuffle some stuff together.
Will this do?
I just get a survival check from one or both of you. If one of you's doing it, you can take advantage.
What's your survival?
+8.
Wow.
All right.
What a natural.
What do you? Oh man.
Oh me.
Yeah.
Has his luck run out?
25.
Yeah, for real.
16. All right. Take a bit of time. Scrounge up what twigs you can. They're all a bit damp here in the ice tundra, but you scrounge together enough for a fire that'll last the night. It'll be enough to at least give you advantage on those con saves.
Okay.
Amazing.
Or settle down for an evening's rest. Can I get the perception check from Strider's watch?
Got my poncho on.
That's 25.
25.
Hell yeah.
Keep a bit of an eye out over the course of that rest. There's a point at which, on the other side of the river, you swear that you can see some vaguely humanoid figure kind of walks down to the water's edge. See them kind of in a haze as they approach the side of it and kind of reach out towards it.
Can I run up as close as I can and shoot a crossover, not to hit him, but to hit near his foot?
Where he's trying to reach out.
Yeah,
What is the maximum range on a crossbow?
Yeah.
You know, got to be 400 feet, guaranteed.
Must be 120.
Yeah, pretty sure. Oh, no, I'm pretty sure it's pretty good actually. Weirdly,
What kind of a crossbow is it?
hand crossbow,
Hand crossbow, 120.
120.
So you, and it gets a little over halfway across the river. Then you hear a boom as it splashes.
You got that. Try to snap. I'm like, don't go any closer to the water. It's a trap.
Give me a persuasion check here to see if you can speak loud enough with enough urgency over this distance to snap
I
them out
saw
of it.
that.
One.
As you yell that, you watch from the water what looks like a hand reaches up, takes their forearm, and just kind of pulls them in. They go in head first into the river. It takes a few moments, maybe half a minute, before the kind of dark shape in the river is no longer there.
It's a hungry river.
I'll go back to camp.
Otherwise, the rest of the night is uneventful. Can I get everyone to please make a Constitution saving throw with advantage? Ooh.
Jesus Christ. Oh. Well,
13.
they're the same,
22.
and that's 5.
Okay. Lily takes 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh,
Everyone else is okay.
well, poop.
So there's just disadvantage on ability checks.
Alright.
Damn.
But you all awaken after a rest.
Surely we must find this bridge soon.
Don't go in the water.
I wasn't planning on it.
Someone went into the water.
You try and stop them.
I tried my best, but 200 feet is really far away.
Where'd they go?
In the water.
And probably now in the bellies of happy fish.
I was going to say, you saw what happened to the cheese. Now imagine that, a full body.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No bones.
No bones.
I wonder if it was just some poor, weary traveler.
Yeah.
That really sucks.
Well, we should head on. Keep going the direction we're going.
While we're traveling,
Hmm.
if there's like any trees or grass, I like to like pick some off and just like waft it towards the water and see what happens.
Interesting.
The grass.
You pluck something out of like a tree, some pine needles, and kind of toss them in. And much like when Strider dipped his sword in it, the the not nutritious material gets about a couple inches under the surface before the water just kind of boils up and fully disintegrates what you have thrown in.
How deep is
Like
the river?
lava.
I mean, the closest edge where you'd gotten was maybe about 10 or 15 feet deep, but it looked like it might get deeper towards the center.
I was
Oh.
literally gonna say we could just raw dog it and just run across it. But this
No.
is too deep.
I'm sorry,
I
what?
also nearly melted my sword.
Yes, but maybe organic matter if you're quick enough.
I don't think there's any way to get across this
You,
unless
you
there's a
choose new
bridge.
spells, buddy?
But I doubt it.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, you can choose new spells if you need.
I think, are we heading towards the mountain?
I don't know, what way are you going?
I thought
You
we
told me
were-
you were going the other direction.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like the reason we had to go to the mountain in the first place was it's the only way past it, right? Was that the reason we went to the mountain? To get to the hag?
Yes.
The way I see it is mountain, hag. We went up towards the mountain, and now we're gonna keep going past. I'm thinking we're backtracking.
Well, we,
Okay, here. You guys have explored most of this now, so I'm just going to show you the map and explain where
we
we're
were
at.
going the opposite way of the mountain.
Yeah, we're going to. I understand that much.
So,
Oh
you
shoot!
started down
This
here.
is very different from what I imagined.
You came up through here, cut through the mountain, and shot out to Granny. So you've never crossed the river.
Yeah, I'm aware of.
And
This
now-
this is the verdant pools that you're essentially like here looking across.
Okay.
And where's the that big thing?
This is the
yeah.
river.
So we've never crossed it.
No.
No.
And
No.
it goes potentially forever.
Yes.
Fuck. Well.
How does one get to the other side then? Because clearly there has to be
Flying.
some.
Really? Seems like the only way.
I would like
Yeah.
to play a song in hopes of attracting any fays in the area for help.
Interesting. Okay. Give me a performance check for throughout the day.
How
Performance.
many fish does it look like are in there all the time?
Like you're looking down and it
Net 20.
nice. It looks just like clear water, but as soon as you get like a clear look through it, it's like thousands of these. Like the stream is made of them.
For a total of 30.
For a total of 30. Okay. Okay.
The heat wouldn't bother me. I have a potion for that, but
It's the sharp teeth.
yeah.
This is such a dilemma.
A potion also makes me vulnerable to cold damage as well. So, bit of a trade-off, especially around these parts.
Has to be someone around that could help us. Something with wings. Give us a quick lift over.
Like a beetle.
Like a beetle. I'm thinking about it, man.
At this point, perhaps, but
Desperate times call for desperate measures, and we need to get out of here. Which is precisely why I chose Beast Bond as one of my spells that I have prepared. Because what that does, it needs to be charmed by me though, in order for it to work.
thought the spell does charm them.
It just says you establish a telepathic link with one beast you touch that is friendly to you or charmed by you.
Don't have Find Familiar on your spell list?
Nope. I speak with animals, protection from evil and good, and Thunder Wave.
Thunderwave. Damn, no water walk. Well, that's like a level
No
3
what?
water walk.
No.
I know Lily got a high roll on what she just did, but can I also help her by using my primeval awareness and try sense phase
Interesting.
from 1 mark?
Yeah, totally.
Is it too late to go guidance?
Yes.
I forgot.
Did get a 30.
I forgot. Oh shoot! I forgot that I got guidance, so I just need to remember to tap y'all with some guidance.
Let me help you with that
Tap y'all.
30 you rolled.
Every little bit counts, man.
Was it D4?
Jacob's like, damn, the DC was 34.
Oh, shit.
That's better be crazy.
I just somehow attract a Fey god of some kind.
30. What? 30, right?
Yeah, just 30. Straight 30. With a nat 20.
Okay. I will say, part way through that day, as you are traveling along the water's edge here, it seems that no creatures seem to reside this close to the river. Partway through that day, a familiar creature crawls out of Yorna's bag and onto her shoulder.
No.
Oh, rat.
How's it going?
You've been in there this whole time?
No, just go back.
Where were you?
Busy.
With?
Old friends.
What old friends?
Doesn't matter.
Can they help us?
They could have.
Where are they?
Is she daft?
What's the issue here?
I think he's talking about the hag, right?
Oh.
Not allowed to go back there, Willa, on my own anymore.
What did you do?
We had a disagreement last time I was there. Nothing major.
Were you not a rat before?
Maybe.
Oh, it's
Ah.
more creepy to have him in the bag now.
I heard the music and it was nicer than everything else, so I'm back.
Well, since you were attracted to my song, do you think you can help us cross the river?
We need some ideas.
You don't want to be doing that.
We really need to get across them now, though.
We need to get to the verdant pools unless you know another way to get to the verdant pools. Maybe there's a portal of some description.
Maybe there is.
You want wine?
Or cheese?
Or both.
I'll have both.
Mm.
Yeah, for the directions to this
Can
portal.
tell us
Sure.
first, though.
No,
Yeah,
no.
you do. You get cheese first, tell us, then get wine.
Give me a persuasion check.
Surely.
I will give you advantage on that with help from the group.
Sorry, 17.
17. Deal. Cheese.
Cheese.
Okay. Again, those like tendrils come out, and
No.
nibble away at it.
I can't believe this dude's back.
Right, what are we doing?
You're going to tell us how a different portal, or how do we get across these?
Right. Kind of takes a look around. There's trees forward.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna quickly inside check and
Yeah,
double check
give me
that
an
he's
insight
not
check.
just
He's not.
So why do you
Plan
pretend
on-
Deciding
to
to
be
have
so
some
useless
fun.
this
Oh.
whole time till now?
6.
Curiosity.
All right, follow. Just follow. We got no other choice.
All right. Let's go.
You get wine once we get out, though. Or else you're going to freeze up and not be able to give any direction.
Fine.
All right. I follow to the trees.
Yeah.
To the tweet.
Takes most of your day of travel to get to that small kind of forested patch that you could have seen in the north, continuing up just a little bit further till you get to those trees. Not at the point where you feel like you quite need to sleep yet, but only a couple of hours from that. Right, let me take a look around.
Okay.
All right.
He kind of scurries off for a little bit.
We're really at the whim of a rat that was randomly summoned.
I'll take it.
Just after maybe 10, 15 minutes, just over here.
Coming.
Walking on over.
What's over there?
Walk over where you can see this like older looking pine tree that's lost most of its evergreen needles and has this kind of twisted trunk to it. And this small rodent-like creature, its big hind legs sitting in front of what is like an open gateway portal in front of him, woven into that tree. That one.
So this will take us to the verdant pools.
One way to find out.
All right.
Are you coming with?
Sure.
All
Well,
right.
Beats this place.
Plus, there's wine on the other side for you.
It's open.
All right. Do you want me to go first?
I think we should all go together just in case.
Can we fit at the same time?
Single file, but you can.
Okay.
Link arms. Let's go.
Yeah.
Grab hands. Grab hands. Yeah. The little. Because I don't want this to get all wacky.
You all go through. Can I get Constitution saving throws from everyone, please?
Oh, man.
Swear to God, rat.
I rolled my wrong die. We need a counter.
Add it to another counter. Nat 20.
Jesus.
Con
10.
Okay.
11.
Okay. Yorna and the rat each take Jesus
Jesus.
On 'em.
21 points
What the hell?
of psychic damage.
Wait, is the boy okay? The rat?
It's good.
Oh, he's good. Sick.
What?
Comes out the other side, and you just watch the rat kind of pop out on his back and just give a bit of a half cough, and then just the spray of blood.
Oh,
Oh. Yeah, that one hurt.
Ah, fuck.
um,
It's been a while. Oh,
You doing okay?
I'll be good. He kind of rolls over.
Could I, since we've been with him for so long, could I please get a threat level?
Yeah.
Can I get a threat level?
Give me investigation or nature, your pick.
Please.
how are you looking? What's
I'm
your
fine.
HP?
I'm
Okay.
fine.
This would be 21.
21. Okay.
That's crazy. He ain't no regular rat, tell you that much.
Ain't no regular rat.
No, after taking 20, though, he is technically probably bloodied now.
Yeah, but even like a normal rat has 1 HP.
Yeah.
Well, he's no normal rat.
No.
I will say, in this form, he should be a lower one, and that should have killed him.
Yeah, but he didn't die.
He didn't die. Kind of rolls over onto his stomach. And at this point, you have fallen out of a tree. You're in this lush green forest. Meadows around you. You can see fresh flowers that have sprouted from the ground. You get the sense that of the seasonal locations you have encountered, having gone through autumn and winter, you have now popped out in spring at the northernmost point, somewhere roughly in the location of the verdant pools.
Thank God. Well, do you know what direction we should go now, Rat? Or
No idea.
okay, I'd like to use primeval awareness again,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna try to search for an elemental. I can search for a bunch of things, but I think there's gonna be elemental somewhere.
Do we still need the rat?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, if you wanted the wine, I was going to
Oh,
give it to
yeah.
you now, but if we still need him.
I can
have-
sit in the bag.
I have a question for you before you drink the wine and go frozen.
Eh.
Do you know much about some of the deals the hags made in the past?
A few.
Has she ever turned someone into a bat?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Do you want to come to the mortal plane with us?
I'm not allowed there either.
What the fuck did you do?
Several things. You're going to have to be more specific.
What'd you do in the mortal plane?
How did you get banned?
Long story.
So what's the short version? Oh, housing a criminal.
Give me
Please.
someone give me a persuasion check that was involved in that.
This is
What's
an
my persuasion?
And you can take advantage.
this
with
is an
both of
important
you
lore
guys.
drop, I tell you right now.
That's a ability check, right?
Yes.
Oh
And
sure.
then you do it.
Yeah. so take
I've
advantage.
got
One of
I've
you.
got +5.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think I'll do it.
Yeah.
Advantage?
Yeah,
Yes.
because Lily's helping.
Ooh, it's pretty
Because
good.
I got the exhaust.
24.
24. Yes. My wife doesn't like me leaving the plane too often. I was
You have
gone
a
for a while.
wife?
Yeah.
You're from this plane?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, so you went to the mortal plane for a bit.
Yeah, a bit too long.
Bit too long.
Yeah. Got in trouble when I got back. When I got dragged back.
Oh shit.
Why has this become interrogation?
No, we're just curious. You've been with us for a long time, so you know.
All right, can I hop in your bag and have that wine now?
Yes, you can have
you.
that wine.
And he'll like crawl
Alright.
up and start digging his way into your bag.
I give him a sip of wine.
I would like to look through the book
Yeah.
and see if there's any mention of someone either being turned into a rat or rat being of some kind.
Yeah. Give me a history check.
History and disadvantage by +4. Yes. Up in the train. 8.
8.
Bleh.
Nothing that is specific enough to this situation.
Damn. Nah.
I do that sense for aberration,
Yes.
celestial, dragon, elemental, fae, fiend, undead.
You get, this is like a mile, right?
Yeah.
You get Fey, you get Elemental.
Okay. Can I please spend 3 spell slots on that, make it a level 3?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's in here. Because it says I can extend it by a minute per spell slot level you expend.
Yeah,
So can I make it a third level?
do you have third level slots?
No, how many spell slots used?
Oh, really? Interesting.
Wait, no, per spell slot level. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, do it for 1 minute. So
Yeah.
I want to try hold on to the elemental sense, and I want to kind of lead us towards it if I can.
Yeah, totally. Give me... Call this a survival check here for the last little bit of your day's travel.
On that note, I will then drink one of my mutagens to gain advantage on all wisdom checks.
Yeah.
First was 18, so 26. Playing for really makes me appreciate Ranger and Bloodhunter for the amount of survival and wisdom bonuses they got. It's insane.
Do you like it? Rat lore. I'm kind of sad we can't bring him back from this. I've kind of grown attached to it. We can't. His wife will get mad.
That's
The
your has a
the
wife.
hag will find another partner.
His wife is the hag.
So, that'd be hilarious. My sweetie.
Ugh.
No, he's got lips now.
He had lips.
Oh, did he?
I was just
Oh
redrawing
no,
the face.
I thought you gave him lipstick.
Here's your tongue and a nose.
Yeah.
Bleh.
Ham.
He throwing up.
What's it got on the underside?
It's the
We bears. Kept that jacket on the whole session. Congrats.
damn. It's because the fan's here.
Okay. You trek through this forest for most of the rest of your day's travel. Eventually, you come across, still in this kind of lush, vibrant green meadow, a few trees around you, you come across a small lake in front of you. That elemental sense is still pretty strong down here.
Can I walk up? Can I walk up closer to the lake? Like maybe 5 feet from it?
You walk up closer from it, kind of looking out at the lake. It doesn't take long to notice that parts of this seem to be moving unnaturally. Like every so often you'll see a very narrow current kind of swimming its way around the edge of the lake.
I think there's an elemental around here, so just be on guard. Do I know what languages elementals speak? Especially the water one?
Give me a history check.
History. So, no, 15.
15. The language of water is Aquan.
In common. I will speak out. I can sense some sort of elemental within this lake. Perhaps we could have a chat.
As you call out towards the lake, you hear this, like, this is just a small lake. There's no current here, right? There's no flow of water. But you hear a sound like waves crashing on rocks as in front of you, erupting out this almost serpent-looking creature made of water, big tendrils coming off of it, flowing unnaturally behind it, looming over you, probably about 15 feet tall, curled over this kind of amorphous face and mouth looking down.
Good evening.
Specified time.
We are here looking for the verdant pools. We're trying to get home.
This thing seems to be like staring into you, studying you. Looks at the others.
Could I Slayer's Prey just in case?
Yeah.
Not a spell.
Yeah. Pull that up. This thing seems to kind of look at you.
Can I just, like, get a gauge if, like, it can understand what Vorg is saying?
Give me an insight check here.
I'll also bow at this point.
Insight.
Remembering the voice of the other water elemental. That was quite scary.
8.
8.
Swap it die.
This thing seems to be just analyzing. It doesn't appear to be processing anything, so you're not sure if it can understand you or not.
We come on peaceful and friendly terms. We just wish to know the way to the verdant pools.
I want to use my universal speech.
Oh, okay. What specifically, what does that say?
So, gain the ability to make your speech intelligible to any creature. As an action, choose one or more creatures within 60 feet of you up to a number equal to your charisma mod. The chosen creatures can magically understand you regardless of the language you speak for 1 hour.
Okay, yeah, totally. You can do that.
Can you help us find the verdant pools? Please?
It seems to draw its attention to you. You get the sense that it couldn't understand what your friends were saying, but locks on you now, able to understand the language you're speaking. Give me a persuasion check here.
Ding. Oh, wait.
You have that ability that you can't roll lower than.
Yeah, I do. So it's just an unnatural 20.
Oh my goodness.
Holy.
Okay. It kind of looks at you for a moment, gauging your, for lack of a better term, sense of character, of your intention, who you are. It's this look, like it's staring through you, and then kind of shifts itself, skates along the edge of this lake. You watch it disappear a few 100 feet away, and its body elongates as if pointing to the south.
That way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We thank you for showing us the way.
It gives this kind of awkward half bow, and then just disappears back into the water.
Fascinating.
Was the south the opposite way we just went?
We could just follow the arrow.
Yeah, I just meant.
But yeah, essentially.
The point.
I was hoping following the elemental sense would have put us in the right direction.
I mean, it more or less did. Essentially, you guys were here in the ice. You went up, TP'd through the tree, and then just kind of went around this area until you found something, and now you're heading down. So, no
Downward.
backtracking.
South then. God, this water elementals are terrifying. I tried to learn their language, but
Did you?
I can't. But I just tried. It's really difficult.
Oh.
Do they talk like...
Well, it's kind of just like crashing waves and stuff.
I am fascinated by the fact that you know so many languages.
Well, it helps in my line of work, really.
Well, it's gotten us out of trouble a few times, so I'm not complaining.
Plus, if you ever need to figure out if, like, let's say you're, I don't know, gonna go fight some giants, or draconic, semi-draconic, or devil, like fiendish, you can understand what they're planning. So if you're there and they're organizing a plan, you can hear what they're saying. Or else you're just hearing a bunch of nothingness and you don't really know what to prepare for. So it's just kind of good to know.
Makes sense.
But it did take definitely a few years.
To this day, I only really know 2 languages, plus a little bit of Druidic now, I guess. Kind of feels fuzzy, but
Well,
something I can probably grasp pretty quick now.
I would assume that a member of the Iron Legion would only really need to speak a few for the city folk. Towards the south.
Verdant pools.
Head south for a little bit more till you can start to feel the end of the day kind of drawing near. Time to push through or sit down for a night of sleep.
How close are we to needing to sleep?
I like to sleep. Or meditate.
We can sleep.
We can sleep.
I think that we should have thrown off any trail on us through the teleporting.
I think it definitely would have helped.
Alright, I'll keep first watch again, I don't mind.
I mean, unless they're on the side.
I have pretty good capability at seeing, so I'll watch.
I'm not complaining. I will have a nice sleep.
Okay. You'll sit down for a night's rest. Much warmer environment around you, and for the first time in a while, this place actually has a day-night cycle to the point that you're asleep in the dark.
Amazing.
Go ahead and give me a perception check for your watch.
What do you find? A nat 20.
Jesus Christ. Seto.
I need a counter.
That dice is weighted.
Yeah.
I don't know how it became weighted.
Yeah, left in the heat. Okay. Keep an eye out for the course of that night. Maybe 3 hours into your watch.
Oh.
That's good. You got any?
People
Someone open the bag.
I reach over. Be quiet though, people are sleeping.
Whoops. Let crawl out. Not bad, we actually made it.
Yep, we're nearly there, I think.
Pretty good.
Should get there when we wake up, hopefully.
Nice. Be the end of your journey almost then, won't it?
I wish it would be. It seems more like it's going to be the beginning, to be honest.
Well, no, never mind.
What?
No, I'll say it when the others are up.
No.
We are also getting followed by one of the groups of, like, the Dawn and Dusk.
Which one?
Dusk, I believe.
Okay, that's all right.
Okay. Do you believe in one of them? Do you follow?
Sure.
Do you have to follow one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we fought one of their beings. Apparently they're hunting us now, so we're trying to leave as soon as we can.
Great. Well, Dusk's on your tail, Dawn will be on mine. That's all right.
Okay. Shit. What type of deal did you make with the hag?
Oh, I didn't make a deal, I just pissed her off.
That doesn't sound very smart.
Well, I went in trying to make a deal. It didn't go very well.
Okay. I see. How were you able to teleport into Yorna's bag?
I didn't teleport, I walked.
If we ever come back to the Fey realm, will you be able to find us?
Probably.
Okay. We might come back at some point.
Maybe I'll manage to slip out the other end, eh? Come see us over there. That would be nice.
I would stay away from our plane for a while. There's a lot of shit going on.
Oh, more fun.
This dude.
Yeah. Well, stay safe, and please don't also get controlled by some parasite demon thing.
I'll be alright. Can handle myself.
You sure can.
Yeah, I can.
You're stronger than a normal rat.
Thank you.
Why? I open my book of monsters.
Well, I won't be in there.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying I can read creatures well.
I wasn't always a rat thing.
You don't want to be cured?
I would love to be. That's why I ducked into your backpack and went and had a chat with your friend.
And didn't go so well.
Not really.
Might have asked for our assistance. We might have been able to help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't think about it.
Well, I wasn't really meant to mention it. Suppose I fucked that up now, though.
I see. Are you watching us for?
What?
You're a slimy thing.
On occasion.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to sleep so you can keep watch.
Very well.
You could have put the rat on watch.
I've watched long enough. It's like the last hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't want to wake up Lily, though Lily's probably done with her meditation.
Okay.
Sleep, sleep,
My God.
sleep, sleep,
He's my favorite NPC.
sleep, sleep, sleep. He's a god. And
Truly.
we just don't know it.
Yeah.
The real Rat King.
Oh god.
We bring him in and like instate him as as
Yes,
the new
put
rat.
the talking normal sized rat or slightly bigger rat with the walking rats. And be like, this one's in charge.
Yeah. Oh, I want to see it burn.
No.
Okay. The rest of the night goes by without issue. Eventually, you all awaken, well rested, no longer in the chill of the cold, exhaustion removed. You awaken well rested here
Woo!
in the verdant bloom.
I will instantly down my mutagen for wisdom again.
Yep.
Rat.
Yeah. I'm awake.
You said there's something you want to say to the whole group.
Oh, yeah, I feel I've walked for a bit.
Okay.
Walk, walk. Walk, walk, walk.
We start walking.
All right, what way are we going?
South.
South.
Okay. You'll trail along with the rest of you. You head south for a little bit of the day. Eventually, in the distance, you can start to see the mountains growing a little bit closer. And by mid-afternoon, on the horizon in front of you, you can begin to see the lush green meadow kind of give way into a place between the mountains and the meadows here. This collection of small steaming pools. And around them you can see a small forest and a settlement. Houses built here around the pools and people that are coming and going.
Excuse me. I really hate that you don't have a name. Do you actually have one now that you're like being upfront, or you still
I
rat?
thought it was just rat.
You called him rat.
Yeah, but just because he didn't have a name.
Did you have a name?
Yeah.
He's not allowed to tell us though, but he's already told us a bunch of things.
Yeah, the identity's something I can't really
Okay.
do.
You got a nickname?
Were you like a noble or something?
Maybe.
Okay. I just feel bad calling you Rat.
Call me O.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
Not with that inflection, please.
Oh.
Yeah.
There seems to be a settlement ahead of us.
Right. Oh, so there is. Look at that.
By the pools.
Yeah,
Is that the pools we need to get to?
probably.
Should we just ignore the settlement?
I mean, that would be a bit difficult.
It's
Should I write
surrounding
it by,
It's like pools with like houses in between.
Yeah.
Okay. I just meant should we just run to the pools, but I guess they might be nice. What do they look like? Can I get a read?
As you start getting a bit closer, you can see that much like some of the other races that you've encountered here, these seem to be Eladrin, spring Eladrin.
Oh, they must be
hold on.
Are they
nice.
the
No, no,
good-
no.
hold
Are they
on.
good or they bad?
I thought the whole thing was that the autumn and spring ones were like the look kind of similar, but like one's a piece of shit.
I thought summer and autumn
Ah,
look
okay,
similar.
One way to find out.
Can I see if I know?
Give me a history check.
Can I please have a look? Advantage because it's about phase.
Yeah.
That's gonna be God with the -1. It's gonna be 19.
19. 19. Yeah, okay. These are not the ones that you were told were aggressive and violent. These individuals seem rather cheerful here. They seem to be out and enjoying the day, several of them bathing in the pools, others seem to be coming back from the forests, all dressed seemingly in big, like, leafy garments. Most of them have hair that looks like long grass that's pulled up, very natural, very of the surroundings.
As we walk up, perhaps you want to, be yourself.
You want me to like just talk to them?
Yeah, see if they can point us in a way to how we can leave this plane. They're nice, so.
I mean, I guess that from where I'm standing.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you never know.
Okay. I walk up to the closest Eladrin.
Yeah, you walk up a bit. You can see, as you get a bit closer, there's probably like 150 pools that stretch up like a mile or so of land. A good half dozen or so of these spring eladrin there. You can see what looks like a probably like mid-30s male. These big long ears that push through hair that is literally like yellow tall grass pulled back in a bun. Oh, hello.
Hello. Me and my friends have traveled quite far and was wondering if you could help us find something in the verdant pools.
Most probably. I am Talon. Nice to meet you.
Lily,
Where have you all come from?
the material plane.
Oh, goodness, you have had quite the journey then. What is it you're looking for in our neck of the woods?
We heard there was a gate here.
Most curious.
Do you know if there is one here?
Not to my knowledge, but I can ask around.
Oh, that would be very helpful.
All right. Make yourselves at home. Everyone's a friend here, as long as you're friendly. I will go and see who I can find.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm just gonna walk over to the nearest pool.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stare at it and see if it changes into like a portal at some
Fair.
point.
You kind of look down at this pool. And these are like, some of them are like 15 feet across and some of them are closer to 30. Like they range in size. The closer they get to the mountains, the more steam seems to come off of them, the warmer they seem to get. You kind of just stare into this one till you're lost in thought, but at no point does it turn into a portal.
Damn.
Man trying to manifest.
Let me know.
Can I try and gain a sense of like strength of Arcana from like where I am?
Totally. Give me an Arcana check.
That's a really good idea, Lily. Hold up. I haven't used this in ages.
9.
Go from my bag and find like this old vial I haven't used at all. I chuck my detect magic powder.
Doesn't it just go everywhere and just like
It might,
it's all the same?
but it also tells me the type of magic.
Ah,
so
right.
Yeah.
I could maybe find a portal like
So that's 30 feet that goes with you for a while there. Yeah.
Mm.
Do you want to make a separate check or do you want to give Lily advantage?
What do you-
I have
what's the check?
+0.
Arcana.
What's your Arcana?
3.
Oh yeah, you didn't do it on your own.
Okay.
You have advantage?
Because of the advantage.
Lily had already rolled.
Yeah, I already rolled.
Go with the first one.
The first one was 15.
Okay.
Plus 3.
Yeah, perfect. You start kind of looking around for a while. Every so often, one of these pools will give off like a faint aura. You wander around for a bit and kind of narrow it down to 6 or 7 pools that have this faint sense of arcane signature to them. And eventually, that individual comes back with another male Eladrin at his side. This individual is a bit taller, a bit more broad. You can see his hair is quite literally twigs that are growing around the side of his head, like just a strip around the back. Big leafy cloak on, big leafy shoulder pauldrons. Hello, I have been told that you are looking for a gate.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we've travelled quite far and we just really want to go home.
Kind of looks over you all for a moment. I just get a group charisma check here.
On
Group
that
charisma.
note,
Yeah.
can I
So
say that we were
charismatic.
sent by the other Eldrin elves?
Yeah.
Let's see if that helps me.
Yeah.
Charisma check, right? 19.
Oh, come on.
It's a saving throw.
8.
1. That one.
Dang.
Yeah. Our autumn neighbors. It is not often that we hear or see from them. They are quite reclusive. I will help you find this gate after you have gained our trust, our friendship. Come and help prepare the evening meal so that I may get to know you a little better.
Evening meal.
Seems reasonable.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Just because I love poetic things and all that thing. Is this because they're called like whatever they're called again?
Verdant pools.
Verdant pools, that you're gonna test our valor or make sure that we're good people. Perhaps. Maybe.
Call it tradition in our nature to be friendly, but to earn trust.
Well, thank you for having us.
Of course. I am Kalok. Please, follow me to the mess.
It's like checking. I quickly look at the like 7 pools that I got to check magic on.
Yeah.
Any of them looking like a portal?
You kind of glance around at the few that you'd seen as you were walking. None of them are visually,
No.
obviously a portal.
No. I was wondering if it had like the spider thing where you could see like different worlds.
Not quite.
It'd be funny, but it's just I will speak in. Oh, do you prefer speaking in Sylvan or True Tongue?
True tongue.
Elven is a language rarely spoken here. Common, Sylvan are fine.
Maybe just stick with common so we can, you know, jump in. All right. Well, what would you have us help prepare?
He leads you into a mess hall and kind of everything here seems to be of the forests around them. Most things here are vegetables and fruits, and doesn't seem to be any form of meat or anything here for these individuals, but he spends some time just getting to know you all as you are helping to prepare this meal, asking you a few questions about who you are, why you're here, what you're doing. As a group or as individuals, what are the things that you are sharing to try and gain these individuals' trust?
I'm gonna share my druidic background and like my newfound connection with nature and just kind of almost, I guess, bond with them on that like level of appreciating like what nature has to offer and like giving back to it and things like that. Kind of honing in on that part of Yorna.
Totally.
I will talk about the Bellwood bloodline and our duty to protect the balance, and how our kind of natural enemy is the hag known as Granny, as she bends the balance while we try to maintain it.
I like to tell stories of our adventures while casting minor illusion for like visual context.
That's so
Nice.
cute.
Then can I get a nature check from you?
Oh wait, no. There's a cage.
Either history or persuasion from Strider, and performance from Lily,
Oh,
please.
come on.
Yeah. Whoop.
So close.
A natural 20.
Okay.
9.
Unnatural 20.
Perfect. Okay. You spend a little bit of time here helping to cook a meal for a fair few people. By the time you've finished cooking, the mess hall is filled with probably a good 60 or 70 individuals. Very almost reminiscent of the time that you had spent with the Autumn Eladrin a little further to the south. Over that conversation, there's a bit of laughing, there's joy, a bit of intrigue and interest and curiosity about who you are and where you've been and where you all come from. Over that time, a fleeting but a friendship is kind of formed there, this trust. Almost unnaturally so, like the nature of these individuals entices trust and friendship to be easily achieved through those that are not deceptive or ill-intended. Well, you have made quite the impression here. Will you be joining us for our meal?
Yeah. What?
You seem reluctant.
I'm just ready to go, to be
I
honest.
understand, but at the same time, we have helped prepare this meal, and I feel like it'll seal this friendship that we have built.
I want to turn away free food, I guess, but
I know how you feel, but I feel like we can't just
yeah.
forget kindness.
Okay. Take some time. This table is like a single long table here. People passing food around. Everyone is knelt down on small cushions, sharing a meal, sharing laughs, sharing stories and joyous occasions.
I grab a little bit and I just put it in Yorna's backpack.
Just as it starts devouring away. As that meal passes, I'll say you all find yourselves outside the mess hall, kind of waiting for the Eladrin to finish up and come to meet you to give you further guidance. At which point your rat friend will make his presence known. Open the bag. So what's next?
We're just waiting to...
Be shown if there's a gate.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to say thank you for getting me out of a jam and then giving me an interesting ride for a while.
Admittedly, I perhaps thought of leaving you to die with the fire giant,
Understandable.
but reluctantly, I am glad that we did save you.
Thank you.
Indeed, I have somehow grown attached to you. You have been an interesting companion.
You've also helped us a lot.
Just get a group. I'll let you guys choose whether you're rolling persuasion or performance here.
Either or.
I'm
It's
going
the
to
same.
go with persuasion.
Persuasion.
27.
14.
16.
Okay. In this moment, standing there before him, you do notice as the small rodent creature does begin to shift just a little bit. The form that it's in kind of slightly twitching and altering. Unbeknownst to this creature, it was unable to strike a deal with Ada, and rather inflicted a curse. Such a often regarded as unpleasant individual required to find friendship before a form, a curse was broken.
No way.
It is not instant, but you do watch that form begin to shift slightly. From the side of its head, a small rodent-like ear begins to push back and elongate to almost this elven look. From around the back of his head, a horn begins to slowly grow out. Why look at me like that?
You're changing.
You're like an ear
Ow.
horn.
What?
Look in the pools.
Kind of like goes over, and as he's going, these like rodent-like hands, the fur is kind of disappearing from them, and you can see the additional knuckle appearing as they slowly become a little more humanoid as he creeps over to the edge. He's, what the fuck is that?
Let me check. Can I sprinkle some detect magic on him?
Yeah, you kind of dust that in the air, and you can see that as you do, the particles that you can see as you do that are kind of flung around. The arcana that is bound to him is currently undoing, in the sense that you can feel the magic kind of dissipating from this form.
Some sort of spell's been undone around you.
Over the course of the next little bit, this individual starts to slowly elongate and grow until it is somewhere halfway between a satyr and this rat creature that it was previously. You can see 3 sets of antler-like horns that stretch out from the side of his head, some that come around and encircle the eyes. As this individual is still only partially transformed at the moment, but you get the sense that it will continue. Oh, that feels wrong. Oh. That's back.
Is this who you were?
I think we're halfway there. My throat feels terrible.
Probably from the wine.
What did you do?
I miss your old voice first.
Thank you, I suppose.
We were saying, I presume, our goodbyes, and you started to transform.
Like appreciated each other, said thank you and stuff. Maybe that it.
Maybe you were cursed somehow, and maybe we've lifted that somehow.
Eh,
Maybe because we're bonded.
Something's happened.
You think of us as friends, or
I suppose so.
Well, I think feelings mutual.
Been a while since I've had friends.
so you're a satyr?
Partially.
Oh, okay, half.
Yeah, in a way. I was a gifted individual. This is the form that best fit. Or we're halfway back to the form that best fit.
Actually, I have a question. If you seem, even as a rat, you seemed oddly powerful. That would make me think that in your true form, you're probably even more powerful than the average person.
When my wife would permit it.
Does this mean we get your name now?
Kind of racks his brain for a moment. While I rack my notes. Yes. Olfiron.
Well, Fyron.
Firearm.
Husband to Silvara.
Silvara, is that some, like your wife, but is that an important person that we should know about?
Best you don't.
Okay.
If you're curious, I'm sure you can find that information elsewhere.
You're originally from this plane, correct?
Yes. As this conversation kind of continues, you can see that he is still slowly reverting to that original form, to where you can see it looks mostly elven in the face, aside from a little bit of kind of a pointed mutton chop on the side of his head that gives this kind of more animal-like look. His nose is a little flatter in that kind of satyr style. His legs are bent backwards and furred as a satyr would be, but again, those horns give him the sense of regalness that most satyrs wouldn't have, as he has pretty much lost all semblance of being that rat that he was.
Can I ask how powerful you are?
On a good day. Very.
Do you think you could help us in the future?
Potentially. Depends what you were asking, I suppose.
Well, in making a few of the deals with Granny, we now have a few packs that involve all of it going away nicely for us if we defeat a night hag from where we are. And it seems that she might have a few powerful allies and could be a bit dangerous. So when the time comes, it would be nice to have someone actually capable.
I will see what I can do, even with whatever this was reversed. I fear that I will still be on house arrest. My wife is less than tolerant, but I will see what I can do.
If it helps with the feud between them, the Dusk is working with who the Hag's working with.
Good to know. That might help. Well, friends, it has been a pleasure. Thank you. I'm very confused.
You know what? Before you leave, I hand him the rest of the wine.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest it.
A parting gift?
A parting gift.
Yeah, you seem to like it. So
Has been a while, and perhaps I will save this until I am somewhere safe, in case not everything has worn off yet.
Fair. That'd be awful.
It's the biggest plot twist of the century.
Yeah.
Well, they might be a little confused if they come out and see another individual with you.
You had
Yes.
best
Yeah.
be on your way, I imagine.
I will make my way, but I hope we all meet again sometime. And I will do my best to potentially help you in the future.
Thank you, O.
This has been an interesting couple of weeks.
Same.
Indeed, it has.
Puts an interesting twist on the end of it, which makes it a little bit easier.
Well then, farewell, adventurers from afar. I will see you when I see you.
Yes.
See you later.
Right, this way. And he'll just kind of part from the group and wander off between the pools, confused beyond the plains.
Oh my gosh. This is crazy. We just freed like an all-powerful, probably husband to, I presume, queen
Yeah.
of the
I was
dawn.
gonna say, I think this guy's like important.
Yeah, dude's a king,
Kind of
probably.
glad we didn't let him die to a fire giant, you know?
Yeah. That's
A
crazy.
potentially powerful ally in the future.
Oh my God.
A few moments passed as you're all left there, kind of dumbfounded.
Truly.
This individual, the broader Eladrin, comes back out. Right, shall we find you your pool?
That'd be great.
Yes.
Thank you.
Got a question about the pool as we're hitting towards it. Don't know if you're able to know this type of detail, but we heard they like to send you wherever the fuck. Did we luck out?
From what we understand, which is a limited amount of our pool, the gateway is tethered somewhere near the mountains on the material, but is known to bend its location somewhat.
Mountains?
Could be behind the city.
Isn't there like a lot of mountains?
Yes,
Oh, it's like
but
there are-
if we think about how we've traveled, and if I had to pinpoint where we were in correlation to Wood End, I think we have traveled up and away from the city.
Well, it's also said it can pop us out anywhere.
Well, let's hope
A
that
little-
pops us
little
out
beam.
somewhere a bit closer.
Just keep your destination in mind and cross your fingers, and we'll see what happens.
We need to think of the exact same place. So, Argentum.
Okay.
Argentum.
Right. Well, there are a number of pools within our collection that have this capability. The pool will choose you, so
Oh.
spend some time in each and enjoy yourselves.
Okay. So should we
Okay.
pick the same one or different ones, I guess?
It would probably behoove you to pick the same one, otherwise you might all end up in different places.
All right, let's
We
hope we
all
find a
choose
pool
one?
that picks all of us.
I was really vibing with the one of the 7 over there, the like third one on the left.
How did you know that those were some of the options?
I could sense high magic frequency coming from them.
Curious. Well, you are free to start wherever you like, and he'll kind of guide you to the dozen or so pools that contain this capability.
So which one were you wanting? This one here.
Yes.
All right.
As I'm clipping off my jacket.
Oh.
Yeah.
We just like sitting in it,
I just, I
and then
assume
we TP without clothes on.
Well, I mean, we still have.
You'll
those-
probably want to take your things with you, I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Yes. I think we'll just have to deal with the fact that it's going to be wet.
Okay.
in full combat attire and
yuck.
leathers and
Before I
dresses.
sit in, I
Yeah.
would like to take off all the fur parts that were
Yeah,
added
yeah.
and put that in the bag so I don't get soaked fur.
Perfect.
Nah, man.
You all sit down in this pool for a moment. Can I please have one? Okay, where are you trying to end up, first of all?
Argentum
Argentum.
City.
Bellwood
City.
Estate.
Why do you have to be so complicated?
Okay.
You could have just told us and then we would have thought of it too.
I think it's just something Strider would be thinking about right now.
Then, in that case, I will get everyone to roll a d12, please.
A D20?
12.
Oh.
D12.
Oh no.
So
Rolled
12
D12
possible
in
places.
ages.
It was your
Not
die
in the
for
tray.
Bjorn, but
Yeah,
you don't
no.
play Bjorn anymore, so come on.
I got 7.
Okay.
Not bad.
9?
4?
Okay.
All different.
I don't know like what it is.
This could mean a number of things.
Yeah, my thought process is that Borg is thinking Argentum, but he's also thinking as he does like 12 steps ahead, whereas like we need to go here.
Do you know what this reminds me of? That one bit in Stardust where the star and the guy from like Earth think of home, but she thinks of her home in the sky and he thinks of his home and they end up in the clouds.
Oh, yeah.
Love that movie.
You spend a little bit of time in this first pool. Nothing seems to happen. You move on to a second. Eventually, you move on to a third. After sitting in there for 5, 10 minutes, the warmth kind of filling your bodies, you get this bizarre feeling that the water is no longer touching your bodies. Like there's this thin layer of air around them. It feels very almost incorporeal in a way. You rolled a 9,
I did.
the highest roll. So we will be ending up from the location on the map overlay, 9 grids closer to Argentum. As you notice that feeling of air around you, you feel plunged,
Oh,
like you have been dropped into the ocean.
I hate
The
that.
sense of water rushing past you, the building pressure around your head, like you have just plummeted
Nah.
3, 4, 10 meters under the water,
Jesus.
until eventually you're all on solid ground in a puddle around you. But you are not wet, you're not even damp.
Oh.
It is currently about 4 p.m. in the afternoon. You are on a rocky plateau.
Look around.
Anyone that would like to can give me a perception check.
Yes, please. Oh, where the hell are we?
Jesus. Keep missing the tray.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
24.
Okay.
I think I'm also 24. Yeah, 24.
Oh, hell yeah.
You kind of creep out to the edge of the small rocky platform that you're on and take a look. Out to your left. I need my normal map back now or I'm going to get very confused. Out to your left, you can see a forest. Maybe, a day, 2 days travel from you. Part of that is a dark, blighted rot. As you can see Bloom Grove about 2 days out to your left. Looking a bit further down to the south, 3 days by road or a little bit less time if you manage to make your way, you can see just the tip of the House of Gold. About 2 days of good travel or 3 or 4 days of less fortunate travel to the south. You are a few hundred feet up somewhere in the mountains. And as you keep looking, you can see almost exactly between you and Argentum, familiar to Yorna, is Ridgewater. You can see the small collection of houses built into the mountains around the hot springs here, about a day's travel from you. And you can see that the rot of Bloom Grove is creeping its way towards Ridgewater, creeping its way towards Argentum.
Eesh.
You are somewhere within the divided peaks. And looking up onto the mountain, up a bit further, you can see not much further than Ridgewater, the large skeletal remains of that dragon draped over the mountain. And so, as you take in your surroundings, a few days north of the city, I think we'll leave the session there and pick up with you making your way closer to home as you are back in the prime material plane.
We made it out of the Feywild.
So,
Wood End.
Yorna is from down here in Wood End.
Yeah.
You guys have been spat out right here.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
you
not
guys,
bad.
Ridgewater, Bloomgrove's there, obviously Argentum's there. So if you can get a good 2 or 3 days travel through the mountains, it'll be 2 days. Or you can go down onto flatland and like guarantee just like a easy 4-day journey.
Maybe we guarantee because then we can go past like Ridgewater and check in like a day.
Yeah, I was listening. We might be able to borrow some horses.
Yeah, that too.
Borrow horses.
Oh my
So
god.
a few days travel from the city, but it could have been much, much worse.
If we had rolled super bad, where would we have ended up?
Well, essentially it was
What were the chances were?
going. So this here's where the verdant pools were.
Yeah.
So it
tiles
was
now.
going. Verdant pools, sorry, were. Right here.
Oh.
So essentially it was
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Ooh. Hey.
Wow,
So not bad, all things considered.
that's pretty good. Imagine we got like 1 or 2 as our highest roll.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
So
That would have
everyone
been
rolled
bad.
like a 1.
That's a really good place though.
Yeah.
I can't believe we got out. Holy,
Made it out
We did it.
we made it.
of Fairy.
Everything hurts.
It was so funny because when when you're like, oh yeah, everyone just when you want to say let's all just think about Argentum, and I'm like, yeah, and then I was like, I have a feeling Strider's gonna overcomplicate things.
Yeah.
Or Volgers, and he's gonna think like, okay, when we get to Argentum, we need to do this, that, we need to go here,
Yeah.
and that's what would be on his mind
Yeah,
at the possible last moment.
totally. So if
Oh,
you'd
man.
rolled the highest, you guys essentially would have ended a little off course.
Ah,
You would have probably almost ended up in Bloomgrove if
Oh,
Tyler
no.
rolled the
that
highest.
would have been bad.
Just
Nah.
that big tall creature looking
Nah.
at us, we're like, oh,
They're
No.
back.
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
Oh.
Made it out. Made it out.
Finally.
Everyone's alive.
And we made a
Yeah.
powerful friend.
And
is-
you restored an archfey to power.
yeah.
That is crazy. That was the biggest. That was the biggest NPC plot
Oh.
twist of the century. That one was crazy.